Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? Here we go, guys, on a Thursday. And so you've got the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. And so Cleveland with the football first here. We'll see how things get going in this one. But obviously, this is a game between two teams right now that want to get that leg up. They both entered this game at 1-1 right now. And so both of them coming off of disappointing losses. Let's see who can claim this game here in week 3 and get week 3 on the way. And so, Lewis, what's good with you, Lewis? How are you doing? How are you doing? Did you take the over or under in this one? Meanwhile, for the Browns here from their own 25-yard line, Brissett takes a snap. Gonna give it to Nick Chubb up the middle, and he's gonna pick up a yard on the carry. So now we got second down coming up here, 2nd and 9 coming up for the Cleveland Browns offense. And of course for Cleveland, they have that combination in the backfield between Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb in the backfield. And so expect a big day from both of them on the ground. And so far the Browns offense has moved the ball great this season, it looks like. And so we'll see if Jacoby Brissett makes the plays that they need made it in order for them to win this game. But here we go. This time Brissett up under center. Got a tight end, 3 receivers, 1 back in the backfield. From their own 26-yard line, they take the snap, give it to Chubb again up the middle, and Chubb has a lane to work with there, and so he gets tripped up in the air, picks up 13 yards there, and that's going to be a first down here for the Cleveland Browns from their own 39-yard line. Let's see, Lewis says, let's go, and he says, here and ready, and so 80s, what's good with you? What's good with you? 80 says, Browns and Steelers, no Big Ben. 80 says, JB took the over. I'm hoping that's the case. I need Kareem Hunt to have a big day for my fantasy football team. 80 says, hey, Lewis, have a drink, LOL. Lewis says he took the under 45. Meanwhile, Brissett out of the shotgun in the pocket. Feels the pressure there all around him. He throws it away near the tight end there, but it's incomplete. That time the defense wrapped him up, so he just threw the ball there for an incompletion. 2nd and 10 coming up here again from their own 39-yard line. First drive of the game. Neither team wants to drop to 1-2. Again, no TJ Watt for the Pittsburgh Steelers this game. All right, Browns going on up in a shotgun. You got trips towards the bottom of the formation here. 1 receiver at the top. Kareem Hunt goes in motion. Quick pass there. Caught by Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's going to get back to about the line of scrimmage there. 3rd down coming up. So we got 3rd and 10 coming up. I'm sorry, that was Amari Cooper with the reception. So 3rd down coming up here for the Browns. So these are the kind of plays that you look at Jacoby Brissett and you're like, can he make these 3rd and long situation type of plays? That's what they need from him offensively to take this offense to the next level. So they're going to go with 5 wide here. Takes a snap out of the shotgun. Steelers sending 4. Brissett in the pocket. Throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Now that was in the direction of Donovan Peoples-Jones, but that is going to be incomplete. So the Browns will have to punt the ball here. That pass could have been picked off there. And so for Cleveland, it's simple. I mean, run the ball. That is what's going to work best for him. But that time, I mean, there was a window that he was trying to throw into. I see where the window he tried to throw it to. That time, great recovery there by Wallace, the defensive back for the Steelers. Browns will punt the ball from their own 39-yard line. Punt's on the way. See if we get a return here. And it's going to go into the end zone. And so the Steelers will start off 1st and 10 from their own 20. Let's see. Eddie says they played 2 games on Monday night so we can have this barn burner, LOL. Is that the mindset behind it? Yes, but glad that we are here for Thursday, and so for some Thursday night football. And again, right now we're at the commercial, but when we come back, we'll see the Steelers offense for the first time. And so all eyes will be on Mitchell Trubisky for this game for the Steelers here, in which, right now, some people feel like Mitchell Trubisky may be holding this offense back right now. They want to see Kenny Pickett, and so the rumbling is starting to get louder and louder. So if you're Mitchell Trubisky, you got to come out here and win. The last thing he needs to do is to lose to the Cleveland Browns here, and then after that, I mean, at that point, you almost got to put Kenny Pickett in if he comes out here and doesn't perform today. So a lot of pressure on his shoulders in this game. But again, we are right now currently at the commercial. Let's see. Gives me time while at the commercial right now to put up the first poll question of the day. Yeah, so let me know who you got, the Steelers or the Browns. Let me know. And so, Carmichael, what's good with you? What's good with you? Can we talk Steelers and not mention Carmichael? Absolutely not. But what's good with you? You said what happened so far? Well, all we had was just the Browns offense come out here, and so they picked up one first down with Nick Chubb, but after that, pretty much Jacoby Brissett was 1 for 3 for like 0 yards, and so the Browns punt the ball. And when we come back from the commercial, the Steelers will have the offense for the first time here for them in this game. So nothing has happened so far other than the Steelers defense getting the stop. 80 says he's got the Steelers here. Okay, so far everybody going Steelers. 80 says, hey, Carmichael. All right, so we'll get to see the Steelers offense here for the first time today coming up right now. They just broke the huddle. Mitchell Trubisky's going to be up under center. We've got one back in the backfield. Got a tight end, 3 wide receivers. I'm sorry, 2 tight ends and 2 receivers. They just shuffle the play. Claypool goes in motion. Takes the snap. Play fake. Mitchell on the move looking. Feels the rush. Throws it. And that is going to be completed, it looks like. That's going to be a first down. He hit Johnson, the receiver, on the play. That's a first down. Threw it in stride on the move. That time they had him on the move. He felt the pass rush, but was able to elude the defender and caught Johnson near the sideline and pick up about 14 yards and a first down for the Steelers. Carmichael says, Mitch better do something. Carmichael says, hello, 80s lockdown defense right there. All right, here we go. One back in the backfield here. Claypool goes in motion there for the Steelers. They take the snap, give it to Najee Harris off the right guard, and Najee Harris is going to fall forward for about a good 2-3 yards on the carry. Second down coming up. Carmichael says, let's go, Mitch. And so still believing in this quarterback, Mitch Trubisky, who so far is 59% completion on the year, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Again, we're in the 3rd game of the season. All right, he's going to line up in the shotgun here. 2nd and 8. 2nd and 8 here for the Pittsburgh Steelers from their own 35-yard line. Shotgun formation, 2 receivers towards the bottom. Snaps the ball, give to Najee Harris up the middle. And he's going to pick up 3 yards on the ground. Now we got 3rd and 5 coming up here for the Steelers offense. 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. These are the situations here. If you're Mitchell Trubisky, you have got to be able to pick up these first downs. You've got too many weapons on 3rd and 5 for you not to be able to pick up the first down. Let's see what he does here. Again, this is the first drive right now for the Pittsburgh Steelers here in the first quarter with 11 minutes and 22 seconds to go. So he's going to line up here at 5 wide here. Takes the snap. Mitch is looking. Has time. Taking a deep shot. And it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Denzel Ward in coverage. Guarding Dante Johnson. And that's going to be incomplete. So the Steelers will have to punt the ball. Let's see. Carmichael says, let's go, Dante. Carmichael says, last game was a fluke. Oh, man, what's good with you? What's good with you? And so old says, what's good, JB and everyone? Everything is good. You know what it is. Whenever we get to watch football, that is always great. Always great. Punts on the way. Fair catch symbol. And it is caught at their own 23-yard line, and that's where the Browns will take over for their second offensive possession of the game. And again, so far, both teams have had the football once. Neither team has been able to score so far in this one. Let's see. Carmichael says, hey, Ode. He says, oh, man, well, maybe next time. And so, yeah, maybe next time. We will see. We will see. Speaking of which, I see that right now the Browns is leading the poll here. I mean, just 5 votes, so I'll leave it up for a little bit longer here. But right now, we've got 60% of the votes leaning towards the Browns winning this one. 80 says, what up, Old? But again, we're right now currently at the commercial. And when we come back, the Browns will have the football here. Score all tied up 0-0. But this will be the second possession offensively for the Cleveland Browns. Last time out there, they were able to pick up one first down with Nick Chubb, but that was pretty much about it. Let's see what the offense has in store this time around. Let's see, Carmichael says, let's go defense, get the ball, sack him, get the INT. And so Carmichael says, Steelers all the way defensively, let's get defensive. Let's see, Old says he got the Browns, got to root for old Patriots quarterback. And so Mr. Brissett in there, okay. I feel like it's about time. It's getting closer to that time. If you guys remember, I said by the end of week 4 at the very latest, they need to switch over to Kenny Pickett. Now, I would have started the season off with Kenny Pickett, but they chose Mitchell Trubisky, so we will see how he does in this game. But I feel like if he doesn't get it done today, we have to have a real conversation tomorrow about Kenny Pickett. Let's see. Carmichael says, "Oh man, you are not making me happy." But again, still right now, currently at the commercial. Let's see. 80 says, "Oh man, I thought you were in the pregame show, but it wasn't you. It was Ryan Fitzpatrick." LOL. Good old Fitzpatrick. Good old Fitzpatrick. Let's see. Carmichael says Mitch didn't do bad week 1. Week 2, on the other hand, and so I mean, Mitch is doing about what I thought, honestly, when you think about it. I mean, I saw what he looked like in the preseason, so I expected a better version of Mitch, but not good enough to get the Steelers to where they want to go. The Steelers have bigger aspirations than just possibly a wild card spot if they're lucky. So they have higher expectations than that, which is why I feel like Kenny Pickett needs to be in. Meanwhile, they give the ball to Nick Chubb off the left side, met by a gang of Steelers there, and so not much happening there. Second down coming up here for the Browns. Second and about 9. Again, here in the first quarter with 10 minutes and 45 seconds to go, and again, the score right now 0-0. Let's see, Old says, sorry, but when the old New England guys playing, got to share for them at least, unless they play another AFC East team or when they play New England. Gotcha. Meanwhile, quick pass there to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt makes one guy miss, but brought down by the second Steeler there. Miles Jack. Third down coming up. That's a pickup of about 2 yards on the play. So we got 3rd and 6 coming up here from the Cleveland 27-yard line. Again, Kareem Hunt on my fantasy football team. So certainly hoping that Kareem Hunt has a big game in this one. But again, 3rd and 6 coming up. And these are the plays that's going to decide the game. When you have 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, you got to be able to convert on these plays. Shotgun formation here for the Browns. Kareem Hunt's going to go in motion here. He's the back on this play. Try to use the snap count there. Had movement. They got somebody on the Steelers for moving there. That's going to be a penalty. Yep, so move them 4 or 5 yards. That's going to make third down a lot more easier here for the Cleveland Browns. Let's see, 80 says, Old says, 80s, they couldn't afford me. You'd be smoking too much for them to handle. Carmichael says, let's go. He says, yes, we here, go Miles. Let's see, Carmichael says, I hope Kareem does horrible. And so Carmichael, gee, but I get it. But here we go. Shotgun formation here for the Browns from their own 31-yard line. Donovan People-Jones goes in motion. They take the snap. Brissett feels the rush. They got him. For the sack. So the Browns will have to punt the ball there. And so, honestly, I'm asking, why would you call that right there? You just needed 1 yard. Don't get fancy with it, okay? We know who Jacoby Brissett is at this point. Don't get fancy with it. But big-time play by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nobody gets after it like the Steelers do. And so you got to expect pressure when you play this team. And that time they got him. He couldn't even throw the ball right in his face. And so Carmichael says, bruh. And so Braden is here. What's good with you, Braden? What's good with you? Braden says, hey, JB. And so Braden, let us know who you got in this one. Meanwhile, the Browns punt the ball here. Oh, what a, oh my, what a horrible punt that was right there. Horrible punt. Awful punt. Wow, he shanked that one. Now that's a terrible punt. But that's going to be great field position here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I believe that went out of bounds at about the 48-yard line of Cleveland. It only traveled about 25 yards, guys, and so Steelers are going to be set up with prime position. But this is where you got to capitalize here. You Mitchell Trubisky, you got to come away with 7 points. You got field position like this. Carmichael says, "Let's go. We here go. I'm sorry. We go lockdown defense, baby. And so let's see. Let's see." Braden says he got the Steelers winning. Okay, okay. Carmichael says, "Braden, it better not be the Browns." Carmichael's like he would never let you let it go. He will never let it go. And so that time though, you look at the replay there on the punt. Yeah, that's a 25-yard punt there. That is not what you want. But for the Steelers, though, that is great field position. So Mitch and company will come out here for their second offensive drive of the game. Here we go from the Browns territory already. Their 48-yard line. Claypool goes in motion. Mitch Trubisky up under center. Takes the snap here. Going to give it to the back. Najee Harris off the left guard. And so he throws someone to the ground. Picks up about a good 10 yards on the play. So Najee Harris on the play, running with some anger to him. So he picked up about 9.5 yards on that play. Let's see. Carmichael says, "Let's go get at least 3." 80 says, "JB, will there ever be a dude who has played 18 years for the same team like Big Ben did, or TB12?" And so I feel like there will be. There will be, because of all the changes in the NFL. Quarterbacks will play longer. And so some of these guys, their teams are not going to let them go. So I feel like there will be. Meanwhile, they give it to Najee Harris there again. And this time he's going to pick up about 4 yards there. So you got 2nd and 6 coming up here. 2nd and 6 coming up right now. And we still got about 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Going to score right now, still 0-0 right now. But the Steelers here moving the ball. Great field position. Got to capitalize here on this drive if you're the Steelers. But that's a great question, 80s. But I do believe so. I do believe so. But here we go, shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Mitchell throws it quickly, caught there by the receiver, shakes off one guy, but he's tackled by a swarm of Browns on the play. Now we got 3rd down coming up. He actually lost about 2 yards on the play. Again, that was George Pickens there trying to make a play. So we got 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Steelers. These are the plays. Now I'm looking like you got to be able to convert these plays here. You had great field position to start things off with. Let's see, 80 says, "Hey, Braden." Braden says, "Hey, 80s." Carmichael says, "Let's go, Najee." Najee is a beast. And so what's good with you, Andrew? What's good with you? Meanwhile, out of the shotgun here, Mitch on the move, throws it. It's caught. Najee Harris trying to make somebody miss. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards here. So we got 4th and 4 coming up here from the Cleveland 32-yard line. Again, this drive started off with great field position here already on the Browns side of the field. But this offense was not able to kick it into gear. So now we got 4th down coming up. And this is why I say Kenny Pickett really should be in there right now. I feel like Kenny gives you a better chance at least taking advantage of opportunities like this. But we got the kicker coming out here. A 50-yard field goal attempt for the Steelers to try to give them a lead here in this one, here in the first quarter with about 6 minutes to go. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and the kick is no good. No good. He missed it. He missed it to the right. It curved to the right, and he missed it. So Boswell does not do his team any good on this one, and the Steelers unable to capitalize from tremendous field position that they had on that one. No good. Wow. All right, let's see. That is crazy. 80 says, "Hey, Andrew." Braden says, "This is going to be an ugly, low-scoring game." Andrew says, "Miss you." Appreciate that. 80 says, "Braden uglier than his last 8." Braden says, "JB, thoughts on Chad Powers?" No comment. No comment. I will not fuel that fraud. Let's see. Carmichael says, "Boswell better make it." Carmichael says, "I'm leaving by." And so Boswell unable to convert, guys. And so now the Cleveland Browns, after their defense is made to stop that time, they'll get another chance offensively. And let's see what they do when they take over. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. And so we'll get to see what the Browns can do here on their third time offensively. Let's see. 80 says, take care, Carmichael. Lewis says 0-0. Braden says 80s. 80 says kill the kicker. Andrew says play Madden 23. And so, yeah, bet. Yeah, I haven't played Madden 23 much this year. I do have it, but I haven't played it much this year. Absolutely. But yeah, let me know what is your what is your online record so far on Madden 23. Let's see. Braden says Child Powers next great quarterback, and so yeah, not seeing it, Braden. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. Not seeing it. But again, we're right now currently at the commercial right now. And again, I mean, I also anticipate this game to be a low-scoring game. So when you get opportunities like that, you got to come away with at least 3 points at the minimum. But you really wanted to turn that drive into a touchdown because the Browns just had a 25-yard punt, and that was pretty much it. Andrew says like 27, and so okay, about 27 wins. Okay, bet. But yeah, I mean, he missed that field goal there from 50 yards out. Mike Tomlin knows these are the kind of plays you got to take advantage of. And Boswell's on the sideline trying to explain why he missed it. Let's see if this gives the Browns offense some life here. My advice, run Kareem Hunt. That will help my fantasy football team out a lot. All right, but here we go here for the Browns. One tight end, three receivers, one back in the backfield. Quarterback up under center. Jacoby Brissett takes a snap from his own 40, gives it to Nick Chubb off the left side, and Chubb is going to pick up about a yard on the carry. We got second down coming up here. Again, first quarter at 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go. The score right now still 0-0 right now. The Steelers last time missed a field goal, so the Browns here what they can do offensively here. Brissett throws it in the direction of Nick Chubb, incomplete. That's why you got to have Kareem Hunt in the game. So now we got 3rd and 9. And so honestly, 3rd and 9 right now, these are not the situations you want if you're Cleveland. You really want for it to at least be about 3rd and 6 or less than that. Ideally, if you're the Cleveland Browns. But let's see what Jacoby Brissett can do. Again, Jacoby Brissett, he's been a starter quite a few places in this league. He has started for the Patriots, the Colts, the Dolphins. So he's been around. But here we go, guys. Shotgun formation here, 5 wide. Kareem Hunt goes in motion. Gets the snap. He's looking. Throws it over the middle, and it is caught there by the tight end. They bring him down, but it looks like the tight end fell for just enough for the first down. Let's see where they mark him. Again, that was Njoku with the reception near midfield. Looks like an unfavorable spot right there. All right, appreciate it. Let me know if that fixed things. Meanwhile, they're gonna quarterback sneak it there, so Jacoby Brissett kept it. It happened so fast. They lined up and they let Jacoby Brissett just quarterback keep it. I mean, he certainly has the size. And that time he just followed the center, picked up a yard and a first down. 80 says, JB, I saw your brother Eli dressing up. Did you? And so never watched it. Braden says, I'm good. I appreciate that. So I'm going to call it there. So right now we have the Browns voted as favorites in this one. Speaking of the Browns, they're now at the Steelers' 49-yard line out of the shotgun. You got trips towards the bottom of the formation here. Snaps the ball with 2 seconds on the play clock. Give it to Nick Chubb off the right side. Nick Chubb got some room to work with. He keeps his footing right now. And so Fitzpatrick, he can't tackle him. He's still rumbling. I mean, he rumbled and he stumbled all the way to about the 11-yard line before they finally got him down. So Nick Chubb doing Nick Chubb type of things in this one. And that's not what you want to see right now if you're rooting for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But what a run it was indeed. I mean, wow. I mean, I got to give credit, though, to those receivers and the tight ends on that right side there. I mean, they did a tremendous job blocking. Very underrated group of blockers. And Nick Chubb, doing what he does. Once he gets going, it's like a train in motion. All right, they're going to snap the ball here. They're going to give it to Nick Chubbs here. And so Chubb tried to go off the right side here. That time the Steelers defense waiting on him, so they stopped him. So we got second down coming up. Let's see. Andrew says, have you heard of the song about this because it's coined by the song? 80 says touchdown. And so up 80's out here spoiling stuff already for us. But we got second and 9 coming up here. Again, here in the first quarter with 3 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Score right now 0-0. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Brissett throws it over the middle. And it's caught by Amari Cooper in the end zone for a touchdown for Cleveland. So Cleveland gets the first score of the game here, and that's an 11-yard touchdown pass over the middle, Amari Cooper. And so just like that, the Browns are up 6-0. The Browns say, who said this would be a low-scoring game? I still believe that it will be, though. I still believe that. Braden says, dang, 80s, you're way ahead. Lewis says no. No good. Lewis doesn't like it. Jacoby Brissett put some fire on that ball right there. Now we got the PAT attempt coming up here for Cleveland. I do have their kicker, so that's good news there. Extra point is good. So they're up right now 7-0. So it is the Browns who scored the first touchdown, but obviously plenty of football left. There's about 2 minutes and 54 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. Let's see how the Pittsburgh offense will respond, seeing Cleveland go down there and score a touchdown. Let's see. 80 says, hey, I'm ahead just like the Eagles in the NFC, LOL. I feel like 80s is just writing down these comebacks and stuff like that for his Eagles. But nobody's going to argue with you there. 80 says, sorry, it won't happen again. Andrew says, I want the Browns to win because they have Nick Chubb. And so, all right, so you want to see Nick Chubb score. I need Kareem Hunt to score for one of my fantasy leagues. I need Kareem Hunt. Braden said, did you say Cooper Manning, JB? Never, Braden. Absolutely never. Absolutely never. But again, right now, currently at the commercial right now. '80 says Braden, JB, and Peyton. Unless you mean Sean Payton. That's the only kind of Peyton. All right, meanwhile, let's see. Time for the next poll question. All right, so I'll ask the question, who you got between the Ravens and the Patriots on Sunday? Oh, that was quick. I know that had to be you, 80s. It had to be you going with the Ravens there. But again, still right now at the commercial. Again, it was the Cleveland Browns who scored a touchdown last drive out there. And Jacoby Brissett, 4 of 7 for 21 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interception. I'm curious as to how many people in the row started Jacoby Brissett this week in fantasy football. Let's see. 80 says, I heard rumors Bill Belichick is getting Lamar Jackson. And so, can't believe everything you hear, 80s. Cannot believe everything you hear. But also so far in this one, Nick Chubb has 6 carries for 54 yards so far on the ground for the Cleveland Browns. So far in this one, I need something from Kareem Hunt though in this. But now kickoff about to be on the way here, and we'll see what Pittsburgh does here offensively now that the Browns have scored a touchdown. Kickoff on the way. We will get no return on this one, so the Steelers will take off from their own 25-yard line here. So Mitchell Trubisky, all eyes on him. How will he help this offense here on this drive? Last drive, they started off with great field position, already in Cleveland territory, and was unable to capitalize. So can they do it now? Let's see. Andrew says, would you pick Larry Bird or Bill Russell? Ooh, Andrew, great question there. Honestly, if I got either one, I'm not gonna feel bad, but I'm gonna take the great Bill Russell though. I'm gonna take the great Bill Russell. But I love me some Larry Bird as well. I do. But here we go here for the Steelers from their own 25-yard line. Play fake. Gonna throw it there to the back. That's Jalen Warren with the catch there. And he's gonna pick up about 3 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd down and 7 coming up here. 2nd and 7. But yeah, Andrew, that is a great question. That's a great question. I'm gonna go ahead and end this poll here. Matter of fact, it's such a great question. I'm gonna steal your question. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 7 right now for the Steelers out of the shotgun formation there. Claypool goes in motion. There's 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Mitchell gets the snap here on the move, throws it. It's caught by Johnson. Johnson's going to get the 1st down and take the ball all the way to the 39-yard line of the Steelers. That is a 1st down here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, so let's see. Meanwhile, take the snap out of the shotgun, gives it to Jalen Warren. So Jalen Warren getting some carries here. Find that to be very interesting here. I do have him stashed on my fantasy team as an insurance policy, but if he's starting to get more action, I like that. Meanwhile, the Steelers hurrying back up to the line here. 2nd and 3 right now from their own 47-yard line. They snap the ball here. Mitchell, pump fakes on the move. Going to take a deep shot, and it's going to be, oh, was that caught? What a catch by George Pickens on the sideline. Yo, did you guys see that catch? Mr. Pickens with one hand. That was so OBJ-ish. And the way he was leaning to the ground, I mean, he reached out like his arm was a slinky on that one. Wow, what a catch. You're not going to find 5 catches better than that this season. Meanwhile, they snap the ball out of the shotgun, gives it to Jalen Warren, and Warren running with some heart right now. Picks up about 5 yards right now. So the Steelers moving the ball here, getting closer and closer to the end zone. Wow, but what a play that was. I mean, my man Pickens, give this man more playing time, and this is why you need a quarterback that's going to air it out and give him a chance. But they snap the ball here, gives the ball to Warren again off the right side, and he takes it all the way to the 5-yard line here. He picks up 7 yards. Now we got 1st and goal from the 5-yard line here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow. 80 says AI or Bill Russell. Still got to take Bill Russell in that one. I love me some AI. You know I do, 80s. You know I do, but I got to go Bill Russell. 80 says, great catch. Braden says, what a catch. 80 says, let's see a Packer make a catch like that, LOL. Braden says, very funny, 80s. But we got 1st and goal right now, but it is the end of the 1st quarter. And so when we come back, Pittsburgh will have the football 1st and goal from the Browns 5-yard. And again, that drive, 6 plays, 70 yards, in about 2 minutes and 54 seconds turn time possession off the clock. But the score right now, Cleveland up 7-0. But Pittsburgh trying to make sure that they come away with 7 as opposed to 3 when we come back to start the 2nd quarter. But wow, I mean, George Pickens so far, 2 catches, 34 yards. But man, I mean, that was a spectacular catch, guys. Spectacular catch. Give this man some more opportunities, some more targets. Wow. But yeah, Braden, not impressed with that Packer joke. You know, fun fact, Braden, I believe that the team that Mr. JB disliked the most, I believe, is the Green Bay Packers. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the Green Bay Packers. The team that Mr. JB dislikes the most. Me personally, I got no problem with the Packers. No problem whatsoever with them. But again, right now, currently at the commercial, so not missing anything because it was the end of the 1st quarter. But when we come back, we'll pick right back up at the goal line. But so far for Mitchell Trubisky, he's 6 of 7 passing for 65 yards. Again, no touchdown, no interception so far. Hasn't been sacked so far today. On the ground, Najee Harris, he's got you 4 carries for 19 yards, while Jalen Warren has 3 carries for 20 yards. Jalen Warren also has 1 reception for 3 yards as well. So I wonder, is this a thing to come in terms of Jalen Warren getting more opportunities with the Pittsburgh Steelers? If so, I'm glad I got him stashed on my fantasy team on the bench. So that will be interesting to see how that plays out. Let's see. Braden says all our receivers except Romeo Dubs are either sick or injured. I did notice that, Braden. I did notice that. I feel like that means in fantasy he could have a very big game potentially, or at least you guys are going to need him to. I noticed that. I noticed Tampa Bay also dealing with it. So I feel like it's going to be a lot of running. And your boy got Aaron Jones. So, if you want to give him a couple more touches, I'll be happy about that. Braden says Mason Crosby is also sick. What's going on? What's going on? Was it some bad cheese or something passed around, Braden? What is going on down there? Gee. All right, but here we go. Getting ready to get back to the start of the second quarter, in which Cleveland's up right now 7-0, but it's Pittsburgh knocking at the goal line 5 yards away. First and goal, so you got 4 cracks at it. You got to get into the end zone, right? You got a big back like Najee Harris in the backfield here. I mean, let's see what happens. But here we go. They got the big boys in there. A ton of tight ends, 1 receiver, and now they're going to audible. They're going to audible here. So now they're going to line up in a shotgun formation here. 3 tight ends, 1 receiver, 1 back, snaps the ball, gives it to the back, and the back off the left side. Najee Harris. Oh, he takes on the contact, gets into the end zone, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's hold up and let's see what they're going to call. But for the moment, it's a touchdown, but let's see what this penalty is going to be. Up, it's offside on the defense. So that means that touchdown is going to stand for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Credit Najee Harris with the touchdown. Let's see. 80 says the Packers have screwed over Rodgers with receivers. Braden says bad cheese, LOL, JB. But Najee Harris, he stiff armed, and then he just rammed a guy into the end zone for the touchdown. He was not going to be denied on that play, and so the Steelers now, hey, they just scored a touchdown, extra point attempt about to come up right now. And that is good. So we're all tied up 7-7 in this game right now. Both teams scored on their last possessions here. But it was George Pickens that ignited the fire in this offense when he made that catch. I want to see the replay of that catch again. I mean, look at him. He leaned with it. And he got it. Secured the rock. I mean, as a defensive back, how do you cover that? How do you cover that? You can't. Wow. Let's see. Eddie says November 27, 2022, Pack versus Eagles in Philly. Braden says that's going to be a fun game. 80s. Braden says next week we play your patch, JB. I wish it was this week, Braden. I wish it was this week. I have no shame in catching the team while they're sick off some bad cheese. So, but I'm looking forward to it. I am looking forward to it. But, man, we're all tied up 7-7 in this game here. Let's see how the Browns offense respond. Now that Pittsburgh scored, tied it up. Let's see how the Browns offense respond here. Can we get an offensive shootout here? Everybody was expecting a low-scoring game in this one. Can we be in for a surprise? Let's see. It only took 5 seconds here in the second quarter to get into that end zone. Kickoff on the way here for the Steelers. It's a low one. And so up off of one guy here for the Browns. He picks it up at the 9. He's running. And so they're going to bring him down at about the 21-yard line, and that's where Cleveland's going to take over here. So 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. Let's see. All right, so right now we've got 75% right now leaning towards Bill Russell. I'll leave it up for a little bit there in terms of who you would prefer, Bill Russell or Larry Bird. Again, 2 great options. It just goes down to your preference, honestly. All right, but here we go, guys, for the Cleveland Browns from their own 21-yard line. Kareem Hunt goes in motion. Shotgun formation here. Jacoby Brissett, let's see what he does. Takes the snap. Steelers standing 4. Brissett throws it. It's caught by the receiver, Amari Cooper. He's going to pick up 6 yards on the play. So now we got 2nd and 4 coming up. So 2nd and 4 here from the Cleveland 27-yard line. Let's see. 80 says some very unfriendly things about the Pats. Brissett in the pocket, moving around, looking, throws it, takes a deep shot, has a man, and once again it's Amari Cooper. And Cooper telling the cornerback, get away from me. And he takes it all the way to the 15-yard line, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see if this is going to come back. Right now it looks like a big play, but let's see if it's going to come back. But they're getting Amari Cooper involved. Ooh, that is on the offense there. Let's see. Yeah, Amari Cooper went out of bounds on his own terms there, and so that's right. That makes the difference between a big-time play and not. Let's see. Brandon says, when do you think OBJ gets signed with a team? I say about week 6 or week 7, honestly. Week 6 or week 7 is what I'm thinking. Brandon says, thanks, 80s. Let's see, 80 says, yes, what's going on with OBJ? OBJ just want to play it cool right now. He really doesn't want to be on the team right now. He just likes the whole flirting stage, honestly. There's no other way to put it. He wants to wait a little bit further to make sure he knows who's going to be a contender, then join the best team. That's what it sounds like to me. But yeah, so basically that big time play for Cleveland, that has been negated because it was an illegal touch. He ran out of bounds and got back in, was the first person to touch the football. You simply can't do that. Referees right now are making a correction here, so we have a stoppage of play right now, referring to the play clock operator. Again, the score right now tied up all 7-7 right now here in the second quarter. 14 minutes and 14 seconds to go. Again, both teams currently right now 1-1, so you want to win these division games. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 3rd and 2 for the Browns. Snaps the ball, Brissett throws it quickly. It is caught by the tight end, and he's going to take it all the way to the 39-yard line. That's going to be a first down here for the Cleveland Browns. So the Browns right now offensively moving the rock. Let's see. Eddie says the best team, no chance he's going to the Pats. LOL. We got jokes. We got jokes. Braden says I got him stashed on my bench in your fantasy league, and so I did notice that, Braden. I did notice that. But here we go. Brissett up under center, 1 back in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion. I think it's time to run Kareem Hunt, ain't it? Oh, we got a timeout call there. A timeout called by the Pittsburgh Steelers. Their first timeout. But again, so far in this one, we're all tied up 7-7 here in the second quarter with 14 minutes and 11 seconds to go. And so I feel like in our league, you got to have the correct person stashed, honestly. You just got to. All right, but here we go. After the timeout there called by the Steelers, their first timeout. Getting back to the action here. All right, so here we go. Brissett up under center. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. Tight end goes in motion here for the Browns. Steelers showing pressure. Cleveland from their own 40. Snaps the ball. Going to give it to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt moving. And he's going to pick up just a couple yards on the play. Again, JB needs more from Kareem Hunt for his fantasy team. Let's see. 80 says, JB, will King Henry get better this year? 80s, I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. I think he does a little better, but I don't think we're going to see the King Henry of old because it's not on him. It's not on him. But with no passing game whatsoever, teams are going to have 8 to 10 men in the box. And quite frankly, he has no help on offense, and teams know it. So they're gonna really keep him in the box for the rest of the season. Meanwhile, Jacoby Brissett throws it on 2nd and 9. Ball's deflected, incomplete. Now we got 3rd and 9 coming up here. 3rd and 9 coming up for the Browns. He's done well when he's looked in the direction of Amari Cooper or either Ndoku. So let's see where he looks on 3rd and 9. But yeah, 80s. I mean, I think King Henry might have 2 games this year, 2 or 3 games in which he goes out there and like looks like the King Henry of old. But outside of that, I think most teams will just they'll just stack up on him. All right, but here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun, Kareem Hunt goes in motion. Brissett with the football, throws it quickly. It is caught. Donovan People-Jones goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark him at. Depends on where they mark him at. It should be a first down, and it is a first down. Picked up 11 yards on the play. So a fresh new set of downs here for the Cleveland Browns. Let's see. Carmichael says George Pickens is great. Carmichael says Najee with the touchdown get me fantasy points. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Hey, who's your opponent this week, Carmichael? Who's your opponent? All right, here we go. Out of the shotgun here, they're going to give it to Kareem Hunt, who's going to give it to Donovan People-Jones, who's going to give it back to Jacoby Brissett, who throws it back to Kareem Hunt. All these guys touching the ball. And so Kareem Hunt doing everything he can and picks up 11 yards on that play. But, man, some of everybody touched the ball on that play. I'm surprised the lineman didn't get in on that one. I mean, they put Kareem Hunt in motion, gave it to him, and then he gave it to the receiver. Then the receiver gave it back to the quarterback. Then the quarterback gave it back to the guy who originally had the ball first, and Kareem Hunt. All that to set up a screen play. And it got him the first down there, but it took a lot of work to get that. All right, but here we go, guys. 1st and 10 here for the Browns. Right now at the Steelers' 39-yard line. Play fake. Brissett has it, looks, throws. And he has a man on the sideline. It's Amari Cooper. Are they going to give him the catch? And they will give him the catch there. So that's going to be a first down there. Picked up 18 yards on the play. Again, Amari Cooper. When he gets going, he gets going. So now we got it at the Steelers' 20-yard line here. Fresh new set of downs here for the Cleveland Browns. 80 says, after Basic Baker has another losing season, do you think Cleveland will take him back as the brownie, the elf? That might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea at all, 80s. But I don't think so. Carmichael says, Joe, he is 2-0. All right, but here we go, guys. Shotgun formation. Going to give it to Chubbs. Chubbs off the right side. Going to cut back in. Lowers his shoulder and picks up about a yard or 2 on that carry. So now we got 2nd down coming up. And so let's see. Okay, so you're going against Joe, and he's 2-0. Okay, so yeah, Joe actually in our league, that Joe, he went he made it to the championship the first year, but he lost in the championship the first year. Last year, I think his team made the playoffs. So okay, but yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Best of luck in that one. I know he's got a good team this year. But we're going to shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Again, right now at the Pittsburgh Steelers 19-yard line, Brissett with it, throws it quickly, caught by the tight end, and so he's going to be about 3 yards shy of the first down. 3rd down coming up, 3rd and 3 here from the Pittsburgh 13-yard line. Again, here in the 2nd quarter with 10 minutes and 8 seconds to go, to score all tied up 7-7 in this one. Let's see, Carmichael says stop them. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. 3rd and 3 right now. Snaps the ball, going to give it to Kareem Hunt off the right side. Kareem Hunt cuts up, he got a first down and then some. Takes it all the way to the 7-yard line. He picked up 6 yards on the play. Now we got 1st and goal for the Cleveland Browns. Here in the 2nd quarter with 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go. All right, so here we go, guys. 1st and goal. 7 yards away from the end zone. Shotgun formation here. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, 1 back. Brissett snaps the ball. He's looking. Brissett throws it. And it is caught by this tight end Ndoku for a touchdown, Cleveland. And so just like that, the offense is showing that they can move the ball. Wow. That drive right there, 79 yards, about 6 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock, and we have a touchdown for Cleveland. but it's Jacoby Brissett passing it. This doesn't help JB at all. Braden says Jacoby Brissett is playing really well. Lewis says, oh no. Carmichael says, no, don't let them score. Meanwhile, extra point is up, and the extra point is, ooh, no good. No good. So he missed the extra point. It doinked off the uprights, and so Cleveland got the touchdown, but they missed the extra point. So now they're up 13-7. Wait a second. That's not good. I got their kicker. That's not good at all. And so Braden says doink. Carmichael says he's going to cry. 80 says JB touchdown. 80 says Braden, I love those doinks. LOL. No, I've got the Browns kicker in my league. This is not good. Why is Kareem Hunt not getting the touchdowns? But again, right now, currently at the commercial, and the score is Cleveland 13, Steelers 7. But we'll see what the Steelers can do with the football. Last time out there, they scored a touchdown. And so let's see if they can go out there and replicate their performance last time and go out there and actually score another touchdown in this one. But again, we are here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 58 seconds to go. 80 says, that is real good if you got the kicker. I appreciate that, 80s. I appreciate that. So I'm going to call it there. So we have Bill Russell at 62% through 8 votes. But again, right now, currently at the commercial. But so far in this one, Jacoby Brissett, 11-16 for 91 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's right, you heard me right. Jacoby Brissett in the first half, 2 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, and I wonder if anybody happened to start this man in fantasy football. '80 says Cleveland never made it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, it's been pretty one-sided between the two teams. Yeah, like that man said, run the ball. I'm with Kevin on that one. Run the ball. I need it with Kareem Hunt. All right, so we got kickoff here on the way. Let's see if we get a return by the Steelers. And there will be no return, so Pittsburgh will take over from their own 25-yard line. Again, trailing right now 13-7. We've got Black Medicine here. What's good with you? And he says, give it up for the Fighting Sweater Cows. What's good with you? Did you by chance start Pickens this week by chance? I know you saw that catch by Pickens earlier. But here we go out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes the snap out of the shotgun. Trubisky on the move, throws it, and it's caught by Johnson. And Johnson's going to pick up 8 yards on the play. Second down coming up, 2nd and 2 from the Pittsburgh 33-yard line. Here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 48 seconds to go. Again, the Browns up 13-7. Let's see, 80 says, JB, I'm sorry, I'm starting to think Joe Burrow is more like Joe Flacco. At least Flacco won his Super Bowl. So, ooh. Well, I mean, if the Bengals don't get the man an offensive line, I mean, they're going to be in for some trouble, but I feel like they'll rebound nicely this week. All right, but here we go, guys, from their own 32-yard line here. Claypool goes in motion. Trubisky up under center. Takes the snap. Gives it to Harris up the middle. Harris is going to pick up the first down. Needed 2 yards. Got 3 yards for the first down. And so Black Medicine says no. So Black Medicine did not start George Pickens. He has not been impressed by Pickens so far this season. All right, but here we go, guys. First and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Again, two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Trubisky up under center. Takes a snap here. Play fake. Brown sending pressure, but Trubisky eludes it. He throws it, and it's caught once again by Johnson. Who else? Lewis says no more points. Yeah, Lewis is like, slow down with the scoring, guys. Slow down with the scoring. Oh, what a nice block by Najee Harris. He upended the linebacker on that play. Talk about great pass protection. Here we go for the Steelers out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, gives to Najee Harris off the left guard. And still on his feet right now. Going to fall forward. Picked up about a good 4 yards on the play. Now we got second and 6 coming up here from Cleveland territory, from the Cleveland Browns 44-yard line. 80 says, I agree, Joe Burrow needs an O-line, but he does hold on to the ball too long. Throwing it away is not in his DNA. The kid is young. Hopefully over time he'll learn to throw it away. Hopefully. Hopefully. And so, Isaac, what's good with you? What's good with you? You said let's go start at Johnson in fantasy. So right now you got to be happy with what you're seeing so far, but of course you want more. Meanwhile, Trubisky snaps the ball off the right side here, and so that's Jalen Warren. And so Jalen Warren fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball. He fumbled the ball. Are you kidding me? Luckily for them, it's recovered by his teammate, Dante Johnson. But, man, you can't be fumbling the ball here. I got you on my fantasy football bench, and so you finally getting some carries, bruh. But they ain't going to give you if you out here fumbling the ball. So he's on the sideline now. He's got to think about that. Cannot make that kind of mistake. But here we are in the second quarter, 6 minutes and 14 seconds to go. It's still Steelers football. Still Steelers football here. And that was about a 17-yard pickup prior to that fumble. And again, still second quarter, 6 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Browns up 13-7, but the Steelers right now moving the ball from the Browns 27-yard line. Takes a snap, gives it to Harris. Harris off the left guard. They bring him down. He picked up 1 yard on a carry. Now we got 2nd and 9 right now from Cleveland's 26-yard line for the Steelers. All right, here we go, guys. 2nd and 9, shotgun formation. Claypool goes in motion, snaps the ball, give it to Claypool off the right end. And so he's going to try to make something happen. He got the first down and then some. Picked up about a good, about a good 12 yards on the play. That's a first down. So the Steelers are getting deeper and deeper in the Browns' territory. Both of these teams keep going back and forth. Right now, they are at the 15-yard line of the Browns. Trubisky up under center here, trips towards the bottom of the formation. One back in the backfield, snaps the ball, going to give it to the back, Najee Harris off the right guard. So Najee Harris picks up 10 yards and a first down here for the Steelers, bringing them within the 5-yard line. Here we go, Trubisky up under center here again. Snaps the ball. Going to give it to Harris again. And Harris going to take it to the 1-yard line. So he picked up 4 yards. So 1 yard away from the end zone here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. 2nd and goal. So again, 2nd and goal right now from the 1-yard line here of the Browns. An opportunity for Pittsburgh to take the lead in this one. You've got, let's see, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back, shotgun formation. Takes a snap. And Trubisky's going to keep it himself. He's going to keep it himself. He dove in there for a touchdown for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And so he had the option to give it to Najee Harris, but he kept it himself. He said he needs that to keep his job. So they're going to check the replay, though. They want to see if he was down. Ooh. So looking at that replay, if that first knee is down, then he definitely would be short. It looks like he would be short, does it? Braden says Mitch the Snitch Trubisky with a touchdown. I mean, this stuff right here matters now because if you're Carmichael right now, you want your Steelers to score, but if you can have Najee Harris do it and help your fantasy team, you want that. Oh, snap. Wait a second. I know my opponent in our league has Mitchell Trubisky. I'm not sure if he started him or not. So let me look and see. But yeah, right now they are checking. Let's see. All right, so he indeed did not start Mitchell Trubisky. But yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Looking at the replay, was he short? It looked like, from that angle, he could have been short. But they say it stands, and so we'll have the PAT attempt. Extra point is up, and it is good. All right, so the Steelers claim the lead 14-13 over the Browns. Brandon says almost doinked it on the upright, and so how many times can we have doinks come up here? I clearly probably started the wrong kicker this week. But the score is Pittsburgh up 14-13 right now, and so yeah, right now Mitch, he's 8 of 9 for 89 yards. Again, no passing touchdowns, no interceptions, but he did have that 1-yard rushing touchdown just now, and the Steelers are up 14-13. Matter of fact, as a team on the ground, the Pittsburgh Steelers have been very effective today. 16 carries for 88 yards on the ground and 2 rushing touchdowns. Najee Harris, he's got your 10 carries, 46 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, Mitchell Trubisky had that 1-yard touchdown run as well. Jalen Warren getting involved in the offense, 4 carries for 30 yards, and also in the pass game, 1 catch for 3 yards as well. And when we come back, hey, Cleveland's already scored twice. Can they score another time here? Let's see. But right now, Jacoby Brissett 11-16 for 91 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. And so the ground game for Cleveland, 10 carries for 65 yards. Nick Chubb responsible for 55 of those yards. I need more from Kareem Hunt. I need more from him. God, I need Kareem Hunt to get into the end zone, guys. Like, I just need Kareem Hunt to get into the end zone. All right, so getting ready to come back here from the commercial. All right, so I guess that did help on Mitchell Trubisky's call, but just 3 votes right now. All right, so getting ready to get back to the action here. The Steelers will be kicking the ball off here to the Browns. Lewis says short. Lewis is not happy with all the touchdowns being scored right now. All right, kickoff on the way. And there will be a return here from the Browns. He's at the 10. And they're going to bring him down at the 12-yard line. So poor decision to bring the ball out there. Got to be able to read the room there. Let's see. 80 says, what college game you doing this weekend? And so, yeah, I'm doing one of the early games. I'm doing Clemson versus Wake Forest this week. Both teams ranked, so I'm doing Clemson versus Wake Forest this week. But great question. Meanwhile, here for the Cleveland Browns, out of the shotgun, 5 wide on the play. Brissett gets the snap, looking, throws it over the middle, and it is caught by Ndoku. And so right now, he loves targeting the middle of the field in this game, and it's been working. We got second down coming up, though. All right, so we got second down here coming up here from the 19-yard line here. He snaps the ball. 2nd and 4. Throws it to the tight end. Tight end shakes off of one guy. Still on his feet. Still falling forward. He's like a bowling ball bouncing off defenders and picks up 19 yards on the play. This is why they paid him the money to keep him in Cleveland. Again, Ndoku there with the reception. I'm sorry, Njoku with the reception. And so he's just heating up. Him, Cooper, those two especially in this one. Shotgun formation here from their own 37-yard line. Throw it again over the middle. And it's caught again by Njoku. And that's going to be another first down here. So this man is getting all the receptions. We're almost at midfield right now. About a good 4 yards away from midfield. Looking to the sideline for the play. Again, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Steelers up 14-13. Shotgun formation here for the Browns. Snaps the ball. Gives the ball to Nick Chubb. And so Nick Chubb is going to take it to midfield. So now we got 2nd and 7 coming up here. So the Browns right now with the football at midfield. They could take this one to the 2-minute warning. Braden says Donovan Mitchell smashed a Steelers guitar before the game. LOL. And so... yeah. All right, so 2-minute warning, 2-minute warning, and so just 2 minutes left to go here before the half. And so right now, if you're the Browns, you're thinking touchdown because right now, clearly, the wind is causing havoc here for these kickers, and so they have both struggled. So let's see if they can score before the half. But right now, they're down by 1. So the 2-minute warning right now, and again, the Cleveland Browns, we'll see what they do with it the rest of the way on this drive. Let's see, 80 says JB and Manning International Halftime Show coming up. Anything but Manning. Anything but Manning now. That's just not what this show's about. But I guess I'll pose this question here. Who is someone on your fantasy football team right now that's currently holding your fantasy football team back at the moment? Like someone that you had high expectations for that's fallen short of expectations so far this season, and you're just looking at them like, bruh, if you just perform, we can be doing better. But again, still right now currently at the commercial as we've hit the 2-minute warning. Let's see. Braden says Hunter Renfro. And so, okay. Good old Hunter Renfro. He was such a luxury to have over the last couple years prior to this year. Black Medicine says everyone. Braden says, and Russell Wilson in another league. And so now Russ got me last year. He wasn't going to get me again this year. Was not going to do it. Meanwhile, here, Brissett up under center. One back in the backfield. Takes the snap from midfield. Gives it to Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt off the right guard. Picks up the first down. Still on his feet. Push forward. Nice gain on the play. Good things happen when you feed my man Kareem Hunt with the football. Picked up about a good 11 to 12 yards on that one, taking it to the Pittsburgh 39-yard line. A minute 40 left to go here before the half. Isaac says it's been pretty up and down, but I would take my most likely pick, my quarterbacks Brady and Winston. Ooh. Yeah, that's a tough situation, especially with Brady having all those guys on the injury list every week. Meanwhile, Kareem Hunt gets another carry, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage here. A minute and 15 left to go. Second down here. Second down coming up. I know exactly what you mean. I got Alvin Kamara as my pick so far. I'm looking at Alvin Kamara like, bruh, if you would just perform, we could be so much better. But you won't even play. But here goes Brissett. Gonna dump it to Kareem Hunt, and Kareem Hunt goes out of bounds. 50 seconds left to go here in the second quarter. So that was a short pick up there. Now Nick Chubb will get in the game. Third down coming up. So we got 3rd and 8 coming up here for the Browns. Pittsburgh called their second timeout. Yeah, so Pittsburgh called their second timeout. Again, Pittsburgh's up right now 14 to 13 over the Cleveland Browns. But now's a good time. If you haven't done so already, make sure you guys press the thumbs up button. And also, if you're someone that's new to the channel, make sure you are subscribed to the channel as well. Again, the next live stream will be on Saturday for some college football when we watch Clemson versus Wake Forest. So one of the earlier games this weekend between two teams in the top 25. Braden says, watch Cade York miss the kick. Braden, don't say such things, man. Don't say such things, man. Do not say such things. They say every time you project a kicker to miss, your own favorite team is gonna have about 8 more guys get sick from bad cheese, bro. Don't do it. Just don't do it. It's unnecessary. Don't do it. All right, here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. From the Steelers' 37-yard line, Brissett looking, throws it, and then it's going to be caught. And that is that David Bell with the reception? But they're still short. They're still about 2 yards short. So they're going to go ahead, looks like, run down the clock as much as they can, call a timeout. Ooh, they're going to call a timeout now. Are they thinking about going for it? Are they thinking about going for it? 80 says missed the kick. Braden says didn't know that, JB. And so I'm letting you, now you know. Now you know. Now you know. Because JB's done right by your team. Last year, everybody was saying that you guys were going to lose to the 49ers in the playoffs, but I stood up here like a fool and said the Packers would win. I stood up for your team. All right, but it looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 2. The way these kickers have been kicking in this game with the wind, I cannot blame them. This is going to be big here. All right, so from the Steelers' 31-yard line. Shotgun formation here. Kareem Hunt goes in motion. They snap the ball. Steelers send 4. Brissett throws it. And that's going to be caught. That's going to be caught by Amari Cooper. That's a first down. Wow. All right, so we got a timeout called. And that time, Brissett felt the pressure. He threw it. And Amari Cooper got the first down. Let's see. 80 says, doink, I just heard the kick, LOL. In the zone. What's good with you? What's good with you? You say Packers losing Sunday, low scoring game. And so Braden says, thanks, JB, for trusting us, LOL. Oh, man. I stood by the Packers and I stood by the Cowboys last year. I remember that. And it didn't work out. Didn't work out. Let's see what they got this up under official review right now, they say. And again, we're currently right now at the commercials, but the score is Steelers 14, Browns 13 right now. Let's see, 80 says, Braden JB is playing you. He hates cheese, lol. That is funny. That is funny. That is funny. That is funny. And so they say that this play is under review right now. And so I'm trying to see what is it under review for. Because I believe the catch to be a clean catch, but I got to see the replay and see if perhaps the catch was not clean, but they said under review. And so let's see. Enzo says, what's the deal? And so, yeah, so right now, currently, timeout was called out there. Cleveland did call their timeout right now. So the score right now, Steelers up 14-13. But right now, the ball is currently, let's see, placed at about the 26-yard line right now. So Cleveland went for it on fourth down, and it looks to be a conversion there. But they said that this play is under review. So I'm hoping when we come back from the commercial, we'll see exactly what they mean by that. But again, so far in this one, Jacoby Brissett has been looking great. I mean, doesn't it just feel like every week there's a random quarterback that's just going to go out there that you didn't expect to perform and is just going to go and perform? Like, wow. But Jacoby Brissett, 16-22, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Let's see, the Zoe says you couldn't pay me to watch this game. And so, okay, bet. All right, so yeah, so the call was a completed pass, but they chose to review it. I wish they would show us a replay so we can see what they saw. Ooh. So they reversed the call. They say it's incomplete. Show me a replay. I need to see a replay. This entire time they have not shown a replay of the play. All right, so looking at the replay here, let's see. And so, Cooper tried to pull a fast one there, but he dropped the ball. So that changes everything. So since that was fourth down, that means it's going to be Steelers football. It is going to be Steelers football. And so, good pickup there by the replay booth. Good pickup there. Let's see. Braden says pass is incomplete. And Izzo says, I hope Kirk Cousins performs Sunday. 80 says, then now he won't be able to miss the kick. All right, here we go. Shotgun formation here for the Steelers. Again, from their own 30-yard line. Takes a snap. Trubisky has time. Now he feels the pressure. Now he throws it. Incomplete, but there is a penalty. Looks to be defensive holding. Again, 25 seconds left to go here in the half. Pittsburgh up 14-13. And so, man, that's tough because I'm actually going against the Vikings in fantasy football. I'm going against Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson in fantasy football this week, Zoe. So hopefully you guys can find a win without lighting it up. All right, so here we go. From their own 37-yard line. Mitch in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Brown sending 4. Mitch moving. Throws it. And it's completed to Claypool this time. So he gets the reception for 20 yards. Taking it all the way to the Cleveland 43-yard line. And now they're going to call a timeout. Still got 17 seconds left. 17 seconds left here. And so they're trying to get into field goal position for themselves on this drive. And so, but they got 17 seconds to work with here. That was another timeout by the Steelers here. So they'll have to be very, very cautious with the time now. All right, so now Cleveland side of the field here. From Cleveland side of the field here, out about Cleveland's 43-yard line. Shotgun formation, three receivers, one tight end, one back. Trubisky with the snap in the pocket. Going to take a deep shot here, out of bounds. Out of bounds. Out of bounds. So now we got 2nd and 10 coming up. That time Trubisky just threw the ball away pretty much. So 12 seconds to work with. Got to be aware of how much time you got left. All right, so here we go, guys. 2nd and 10 right now. Again, 12 seconds left here before the half. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Trubisky here gets the snap. Pressure around him, steps up, throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Saving about 6 seconds left to go here. 3rd and 10. So about 6 seconds left to go here. So just 6 seconds here before halftime. Again, the Steelers up 14-13 over the Browns, facing 3rd and 10. All right, so we have a timeout called by Cleveland here because just 6 seconds left here. Got to make sure the defense understands their assignment, so they call a timeout. Ooh, so next week, Thursday Night Football, will be the Dolphins versus the Bengals. That should be an interesting one. Let's see, Cowboys and Giants next week. I actually got the Giants winning that one. I actually got the Giants winning that matchup in a close one, a very close one. But I actually got the Giants winning that matchup next Monday. All right, but here we go. Just 6 seconds to work with here, and so the defense ready for anything long. Trubisky on the move, and he's going to throw it pretty much away. And so that's going to be it. At the half, our score is Pittsburgh up 14-13. And so now we've reached halftime here. And so good amount of offense here, good amount of offense, especially in the second quarter. But it's Pittsburgh who's up by 1 point. Again, Pittsburgh missed a field goal and Cleveland missed an extra point as well. Let's see, but right now we are at the half, and so just to recap what took place there in the first half, and so Mitchell Trubisky and the Steelers, he was 9 of 13 for 109 yards through the air, no passing touchdowns, no interceptions. He carried the ball one time for a touchdown. Meanwhile, the Steelers on the ground as a team, 16 carries for 88 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns. Again, Mitchell Trubisky was responsible for one, Najee Harris was responsible for the other, and Najee Harris so far 10 carries, 46 yards, and he also got 1 catch for 4 yards as well. Jalen Warren, a nice surprise, 4 carries for 30 yards so far in this one, and he also has 1 reception for 3 yards as well. Now, he did fumble one time. Luckily, his team recovered it, but you cannot go out there fumbling the ball. Receiving wise here for the Steelers, you got Dante Johnson. He's got 4 catches for 48 yards. George Pickens, he's got 2 catches for 34 yards. And Chase Claypool, 1 catch for 20 yards. Meanwhile, for the Cleveland Browns, Jacoby Brissett, 16 of 22 for 134 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked 1 time. He's also got 1 carry for 3 yards. The Browns on the ground, 13 carries for 79 yards. Nick Chubb, 8 carries, 58 yards. And then Kareem Hunt has 4 carries for 18 yards. He's also got 3 receptions for 14 yards as well. But receiving wise, Amari Cooper, 4 catches, 35 yards, and a touchdown. David Njoku, he's got 7 catches for 69 yards and a touchdown as well. Let's see. 80 says this game is more scoring than he thought. And so I mean, yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I figured that maybe by the third in the third quarter we might have a score something like this. But hey, more scoring. That's better for us. Better for us. And so, but now is a great time for us to go through all the games for this upcoming week, and you guys let me know who you like in these games. So we will start off with. Let's see. I asked earlier with the Ravens versus the Patriots, but what do you guys have in terms of the score of that game as well? Ravens versus Patriots. And so for that game right there, I mean, it's going to be tough, but I think the Patriots win 24 to 20. 24 to 20. Might be the homer pick there, but 24 to 20 would be the score I'm going with for that game. Again, the score prediction for the Baltimore Ravens versus the New England Patriots. Yeah, I need more from Kareem Hunt. I need more from Kareem Hunt. I need Jacoby Brissett to target him. I need more from Kareem Hunt. Again, currently right now at the half. All right, let's see. All right, so the next question up right now: who you got, the Chiefs or the Colts? And so, Michael, how are you doing? We got Michael here. How are you doing? What's good with you? Glad to have you here. 80 says the Colts, I'm sorry, the Chiefs and the Colts are dead in the water. And so, okay, so you got the Chiefs there. And so, all right, so two for the Chiefs so far here. Everybody going Kansas City so far. Okay, okay. 80 says, hey, Michael, what's up? And so, yes. I know a week from now it'll be the Dolphins versus the Bengals on Thursday Night Football. So you know that means we'll be streaming that one. So I know you're looking forward to that one. And I know right now you're disappointed with your Bengals right now. You expected better. But I feel like this game right here will be a nice bounce back game here for the Bengals this upcoming week. And so Joe Burrow will go out there and ball out. I just acquired T. Higgins in my other league, so I'm hoping that T. Higgins goes out there and performs. Let's see. Michael says, I don't know what's wrong with the Colts, and so I mean, I'll say this: they've always struggled. It seems like with Jacksonville down there in Jacksonville as of late, and then being without Michael Pittman. I mean, Michael Pittman is their entire offense. They get absolutely nothing from Paris Campbell Alec Pierce is not involved in the offense yet. And so Jonathan Taylor can't run the ball because defenses don't fear Matt Ryan at all. And so honestly, maybe they made a mistake. Maybe they made a mistake picking up Matty Ice. Who knows? 80 says, I do. Matty is on ice. Very thin ice with Mr. JB. Mr. JB's already tired of him. Already. Let's see. Michael says, hey, 80s. All right, but that is, we'll go with that one. So we've got the Chiefs in that one. Let's see. All right, so here's another one. All right, so who you got out of the Saints and the Panthers in that one? Saints versus Panthers. And so Christian McCaffrey, he did appear on the injured list, but he says he's fine. He says he's fine. But every time C-Mac appears on the injury list, you always hold your breath. Meanwhile, I need Alvin Kamara to come back and look like Alvin Kamara. But yeah, I need Kareem Hunt to have a big second half, y'all. I need Kareem Hunt to have a big second half. All right, so far both of you guys are going for the Panthers here. Okay, okay. No love for the Saints. No love for the Saints. All right, let's see who we got next. Again, still right now at the half, so we have the time. All right, so let's see who you got. Texans versus the Bears. And so, is this the first time that Lovey Smith would actually be coaching against the Bears? Is this the first time? I'm not sure if he did that when he was down there at Tampa, but is it the first time that he'll be going against his former team in the Chicago Bears? Let's see. Michael says Alvin needs a Camaro. He needs something, Michael. He needs something. I mean, the man's been getting me absolutely nothing in fantasy football. I mean, last week he didn't even play, but the first week he started and he just have been better off not even playing at all. To be honest, he's done nothing for my fantasy football team. I'm over here like, man, I wish I selected somebody different. We got a whole second half to go in this one. 80 says Saints down. Not a fan of the Saints, I see. All right, so okay, but through two votes, we got one apiece here, one for the Texans and one for the Bears. I think Lovey Smith would want to beat his old team in the Bears, so I think I would lean towards Houston winning that one. I'll leave it up for another minute. All right, so I'm gonna call it. Let's see. All right, so this one should be pretty simple. All right, so Bills and Dolphins. Does anybody believe in what they saw Miami against Baltimore? Does anybody believe in the Dolphins to be for real? Again, on Sunday night, we'll get to see the 49ers and the Broncos in that matchup. So Jimmy G back at the helm for the 49ers. Whoa. So we have one for the Dolphins here and one for the Bills. So things are a lot more interesting here, okay? Mike would just be disappointed right now if he saw this. He would be highly disappointed. I got to go Bills. The way that the Bills have been playing right now, I mean, ain't no stopping the Bills right now. Ain't no stopping them right now. And so until I see otherwise, I have to go with the Bills in that matchup. Up, we do have a third vote in, okay? Bills in the lead here. And I need Cleveland to get Kareem Hunt involved. Let's see, and the Zoe says Colts need a damn quarterback. Hey, Mr. JB agrees with you. Mr. JB would agree with you that the Colts need a quarterback. And so that is definitely for sure. They got the wrong one. They got the wrong one. Indianapolis got to stop this. They got to stop this. They got to acquire a quarterback through the draft, someone that's going to be their quarterback in the future, because what they're doing right now is not working. Year after year, from Phillip Rivers to Carson Wentz, and now Matt Ryan, it's just not working. Meanwhile, kickoff on the way. Steelers are going to return this when he's at the 10. At the 15, makes a guy miss, but brought down at the 16-yard line. And that's where the Pittsburgh Steelers will take over offensively, up 14-13 in this game. '80 says Bills. '80 says he would like for his Eagles to play the Bills in the Super Bowl. I'm pretty sure that's a Super Bowl matchup you would love to have. All right, but here we go for the Steelers here from their own 16-yard line. One back in the backfield here, three receivers, one tight end. They're going to throw a quick pass here to Dante Johnson. And Dante Johnson trying to find room to operate with. Goes out of bounds there. And so we got second down coming up here. May have picked up a yard at best. All right, so they're doing a good job right now of containing Myles Garrett. His name has not been called today. So shotgun formation here for the Steelers. Takes the snap. Trubisky on the move. Throws it. Incomplete. Incomplete. Off of Pickens there. That time he tried to throw the ball to Pickens there. Incomplete. So now we got 3rd and 9 coming up. And so Black Medicine says Dolphins. So it was Black Medicine, the one that broke it for the Dolphins. I should have known. But 3rd and 9. Again from the Pittsburgh 17-yard line. Can they keep this drive going, or will the Browns defense come out here and get a stop early in this one? Shotgun formation. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Browns are showing pressure. Send for Trubisky. Steps up, throws it, and it is going to be... Are they going to call it a catch? Incomplete? Looks like a first down. And so Claypool with the play. Show us a replay on that one near the sideline. So Trubisky moved to the right. And that time Claypool was running towards the sideline in that direction. He stepped up, avoided the rush through it, and got it. Meanwhile, quick pass to Johnson, incomplete. So they snapped it, threw a quick pass to it. He dropped it. So now we got 2nd and 10 coming up right now. Again, the Steelers after that that big first down. Let's see. Referees are discussing. Do we have a penalty out here? Don't you just love when the referees start having the discussion? He's on the middle of the field right now, laughing right now over something. All right, so negligible man outfield here on the offense. It's going to be 5-yard penalty. I'm sorry, 12 men on the field. Okay. All right, so after that penalty there, again on the defense, now we got 1st and 5. 1st and 5. 80 says, who would JB start as the Steelers quarterback? And so, oh, you already know I would be starting Kenny Pickett. I would be starting Kenny Pickett. The best way to learn is to have him out there playing right now. Meanwhile, receiver goes in motion here. Takes a snap. Gives it to Harris. And Harris up the middle. Going to pick up about 3 yards on the carry. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and about 2 for the Steelers. Again, they're up 14-13 right now here in the second half of play in the third quarter. One back in the backfield. Snaps the ball. Going to give it to Harris again. Harris looking for some room and picks up more than enough for the 1st down. Needed 1 yard, picked up about 3 yards. And so a fresh new set of downs here. Right now they're currently at their own 42-yard line. Again, they're up 14-13 in this game. All right, so it looks like they're going to line up in the shotgun here. All right, shotgun formation, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes the snap, gives it to Najee Harris again. And so this time a swarm of Brown defenders surround him. And so the ball came out, but they blew the whistle dead already. Isaac said, if the Steelers lose this game, do you give the job to Pickett? Me personally, if the Steelers lost this game, yes, I would give it to Pickett. I really would. I mean, at that point, you're 1-2 and stuff like that. And we all know what this offense can be. They got enough weapons and stuff like that to where this offense can be even better. So for me, I think 3-4 games is more than enough and stuff like that. So, yeah, personally, I would pull the trigger. But I don't know if Mike Tomlin would do that. They snap the ball there, fake it to Pickens. Gonna throw it to Najee Harris out the backfield, and he gets it, hurdles a Brown defender, and picks up the 1st down. So the Steelers needed 4, and they picked up about 5. 1st down coming up. Again, third quarter with 11 minutes and 35 seconds to go, and the Steelers here with the football up 14-13. All right, 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes the snap out of the shotgun. Mitchell has it. Mitchell looking, dumps it down low to Najee Harris, and Harris, he's going to take it to about midfield. Lost a couple yards. 2nd down coming up. Let's see. Braden says, I think I said Pickett would starting around week 4. And so I really hope that to be the case. I really hope that to be the case. Because I'm ready to see what the kid can do. Meanwhile, shotgun formation here. Trubisky on the move. Shuffles it. Jalen Warren. And so Warren, he's still going with it. He's at the 30, the 25, 20, 15 before he stumbles out of bounds. Out about the 13-yard line. But there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Now, we currently have a Browns player that's on the ground right now, so I'm hoping that he's okay. You see his helmet was already off. So referees are discussing the penalty. Well, we do have an injured player down right now for the Cleveland Browns. Wow. So yeah, I need to see what happened on the play. Braden says injury. That doesn't look good, and so yeah, it doesn't look good. So definitely concerned for him. Definitely concerned for him. But again, we're currently right now at the commercial, so we'll have to wait till we come back from the commercial and see what kind of status he is in. But yes, doesn't look good. But meanwhile, we're currently at the commercial. All right. Meanwhile, let's see. 80 says after the Pats get crushed by the Ravens 42-3, I would start Bailey Zappa. So let me know, 80s. Did you pick the Patriots this past week to win? Did you pick them this past week? But ouch, 80s. Gee, ouch. Give us more credit than that. All right, so let's see. The question posed: is Matt Ryan the problem or the solution? I can tell that the one person that said he's the solution has to be Black Medicine. I know that was you that had to make that vote. I can't think of anybody else that would have said that. It has to be Black Medicine that said that he's the solution. I could be wrong, but that's my initial gut feeling. Let's see. Braden says Zappa's the next Tom Brady, and so I wouldn't go that far. Wouldn't go that far. 80 says, I hope he'll be okay. And so, yeah, I hope so too. I hope so too. Right now, my TV is still right now on a commercial. All right, so now we're coming back. And so I see they're still surrounding him. You see Myles Garrett right now on a knee. And so, oh man. So, yeah, not only did you have that, but you also had him dive on the guy after the play. Oh, they got a cast around his leg. Well, a brace. You can tell he is in some pain. Oh man, you hate to see that, hate to see it. Let's see. 80 says truth, Braden. 80 says no, I didn't pick them to win. But yeah, so wow. So on top of the injury right there, obviously the foul there because you cannot dive on a guy that's currently on the ground like that. And so 76 draw the personal foul there. Wow, that's a big penalty. That's a big penalty. Big injury, big penalty right there. And so after the penalty, you negate the entire big play. So now it's second and 19 right now. Second and 19 puts the ball back at the Steelers' 45-yard line. So this was a huge, huge mistake there. Trubisky in the pocket throws it, and it is caught by Johnson. He goes out of bounds. So now we got 3rd and 5 coming up here. 3rd and 5 here from the Cleveland 41-yard line. He picked up 14 yards on that reception. Braden says hopefully he's okay. All right, so guys, 3rd and 5 right now at the Cleveland 41-yard line here. Mitch can line up in a shotgun. Throws it. Incomplete, but there is a penalty. There is a penalty. It's going to be against the Browns here. Referees are discussing. Again, third quarter with 9 minutes and 40 seconds to go. So, I mean, this has been a quite a long drive here by the Pittsburgh Steelers on this drive. Braden says, question is, Mitch Trubisky better than Big Ben was last year? Unfortunately, yeah. Yeah. I would say yeah. Ooh. That's offensive pass interference there. So I saw pass interference there, but they actually called it against Claypool there. Let's see, what did he do? Ah, okay, okay. So they called offensive pass interference that time. So penalty's going to be declined. So it's going to be fourth down coming up. But yeah, I think Big Ben was right when he was talking about the offensive coordinator and all like that. They were ready for him to retire. They were ready for him to retire. They were. All right, so the Steelers line up in the punt formation. Again, this drive hurt by penalties. And so 2 seconds right now, and double zero here on the play clock. So delay of the game. They went to back up 5 yards to give the punter more room to operate with. All right, so delay of the game. So they will punt the ball. AD says, I would say no, B. 80 says yes. But yeah, 7 votes. And so, yeah, so Matty Ice taking the heat. All right, fair catch and caught at the 14-yard line here for the Browns. So this will be the Browns' first drive of the third quarter. All that time, Pittsburgh had the football, but nothing to show for it now as a couple penalties derailed that drive. And we'll get to see what the Browns do here offensively in the second half. Michael says, tried to draw them off sides. And so, well, that did not work. Did not work. But let me know, Michael, as a Bengals fan, which team are you rooting for in this one? Are you rooting for the Steelers or the Browns? Let me know. Or are you just hoping that it ends in a tie? But again, right now, currently at the commercial. But when we come back, it will be the Browns who trailed this one 14-13 here in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 33 seconds to go. The Browns will get the football. It's been a minute since they've had the football. Michael says, tried to draw them off sides. I'll go ahead and close this poll here. All right. So there goes the question up there that JB's posted. Who will have the better season, Derrick Henry or Jonathan Taylor? Forgive the misspelling on that one. But again, still right now at the commercial. All right, so we've got 1 vote each way, 1 vote each way. All right, time to see the Browns offense here. I want to see Kareem Hunt more involved here in the third quarter. JB's getting impatient right now. I need more from Kareem Hunt on my fantasy football team. At least get me a touchdown. Here we go. Browns in the heavy formation here. Multiple tight ends here. One back in the backfield. Brissett up under center from their own 14-yard line. Take the snap. Gives it to Hunt. I'm sorry. Gives it to Nick Chubbs off the right side. And Chubbs is going to dive forward there. Picks up a yard. And so 2nd and 9 coming up. All right, so here we go, guys. 2nd and 9 coming up. All right, so this time I'm seeing multiple tight ends here. Got Nick Chubbs towards the bottom of the screen here. 5 seconds on the play clock. They snap the ball out of the shotgun. Steelers sending pressure. They throw it. It's caught by Amari Cooper. And Amari Cooper doing Amari Cooper type things there. Picked up 28 yards on the play. And so Amari Cooper having himself quite the game so far. He's got about 5 of them catches for 63 yards and a touchdown. And Amari Cooper feeling like he can't guard me. All right, so first down there. And now Brissett's going to line up under center. 5 seconds on the play clock. Nick Chubb's in the backfield. Snaps the ball. Fakes it to Chubb. Going to throw it to the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to pick up the first down, taking it into Pittsburgh territory at about the 45-yard line. Again, third quarter with 7 minutes and 50 seconds to go. Seven minutes and 35 seconds left to go in the third quarter, and right now the Browns and Steelers side of the field here. Let's see if they can keep this drive going. Brissett up under center. Snaps the ball. Gives it to the back, and the back off the right guard. Nick Chubb still moving them legs. Picks up 9 yards on the play. And so Nick Chubb's, 10 carries, 68 yards so far in this one on the ground. Meanwhile, the voting is towards Derrick Henry. All right, so 2nd and 1. Ball at the 36-yard line. Takes a snap. Play fake. Brissett moving around. There's a penalty. Brissett's going to run. He would have the first down, but let's see the penalty. Picked up about 5 yards on that carry. But there is a penalty. All right, so it's on the offense. It's holding right there. That's the call, holding. So that's going to negate that play and move them back. So now we got 2nd and 11 coming up. 2nd and 11. Braden says Ohio State is going to wear alternate uniforms this week. And so I'm looking forward to that. Meanwhile, they get the ball to Chubbs again. And Chubbs at the 40. At the 39. Brought down at the Steelers' 38-yard line. So now we've got 3rd and 3 coming up. Utilizing Nick Chubb's heavy doses this drive. 11 carries for 76 yards so far in this game for Nick Chubb. Give it to my man Kareem Hunt. All right, through 4 votes here, Derrick Henry's got 75%. Shotgun formation here. They're going to give it to Kareem Hunt off the left guard here. And so Kareem Hunt, oh, he falls a yard shy. A yard shy. Give it to him again. He'll get there this time. Give it to him again. But we got 4th down and 1 coming up here from the Pittsburgh 36-yard line. And I feel like you got to go for it. All right, so now they've got both Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt in the lineup right now. 4th and 1 here. We're set up under center. Multiple tight ends, 2 receivers, and a back in the backfield. Hunt goes in motion. Snap the ball. Gonna give it to Hunt, and Hunt off the right guard. Gets the first down with ease. Takes it all the way to about the 27-yard line of the Steelers. Let's see, Braden says that Nick Chubb and Sony Michel were great running back tandem in college. That they were, and unfortunately, when we drafted, we chose Sony Michel as opposed to Nick Chubb for the Patriots. Still don't like that. The more I think about it, the more I'm upset with that selection there. But yeah, at college they were. And so we got another guy that's currently down right now for the Browns. So yeah, they just hit the commercial there because there's a lineman down there for the Cleveland Browns. Hopefully he's okay. Yeah, but so far in this game, though, the Cleveland Browns already over 100 yards on the ground, and most of that coming from Nick Chubb off 11 carries for 76 yards. Kareem Hunt, he's got 6 carries, 29 yards so far in this one, 3 catches, 14 yards here. Hasn't reached the end zone once yet. I'm hoping that changes on this drive. Let's see. All right, so the question I just posed is, will LeBron win another championship in his career? Let me know your thoughts. And again, we're talking about his career, so it doesn't mean this upcoming season. But again, still right now currently at the commercial. And the score is still Pittsburgh up 14-13. Meanwhile, let me check my fantasy football team and see how things are looking right now. But I can certainly use some points here from the Cleveland's kicker in one of my leagues. All right, Kareem Hunt has 7 points for me. I need Kareem Hunt to get into that end zone, though. I need it. All right, so meanwhile, 71 here for the Browns. He's walking off on his own terms, which is great. Caught up in some. Okay, so he got caught up there, and the other lineman pushing Haywood towards his legs there, so that's how he got hurt on that play. All right, so here we go, guys. We're set up under center here from the Steelers' 27-yard line. Gonna take the snap, gives it to Nick Chubb, and Nick Chubb picks up about a good 4 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up. Let's see. Braden says, I think he'll make the finals again, but lose. So okay, so you got him at least making it to the finals, and so okay. But so far, 1 vote and a no. Here we go. 2nd and 7. Takes a snap there. throws it quickly, and it is going to be caught again by Amari Cooper. So Amari Cooper warming up. And again, 3 minutes and 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. They snap the ball quickly, and that's going to be Jacoby Brissett on the quarterback sneak. And he's going to get enough for the first down there. Picked up the yard he needed. Now you got 1st and 10 coming up here from the Browns. All right, so here we go, guys. Again, 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Steelers up 14-13, but the Browns right now at the Steelers 16-yard line. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Brissett throws it. Oh, it's incomplete. He threw it to Njoku, and that time Njoku, who's been pretty solid all game long, dropped that one right there as he got folded by the defender. Come on, put my man Kareem Hunt in the game, man. Put Kareem Hunt in the game. All right, so again in the shotgun. Snaps the ball. Throws it. Oh, he hit the defender. Incomplete. 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 He was trying to aim for Amari Cooper there, but that time Cooper not open. So now you got 3rd and 10. If this man don't put in Kareem Hunt, all right, so now we got 3rd and 10. They finally put Kareem Hunt in the game. All right, 3rd and 10 right now from the Steelers 16-yard line. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Snaps the ball, looking. Throws it. And Kareem Hunt, does he make the catch? He would be short. He would be short. All right, they're going to call that an incompletion. Either way, that should bring out the field goal unit here for the Browns. Let's see if he caught that or not. Oh no. He didn't catch that at all. Nope, that's incomplete. Incomplete. All right, York, I need you to make this. Meanwhile, Witherspoon here for the Steelers. He's coming off the field. All right, so Cade York. The 4th round selection in this year's past draft. Let's see if he can make this field goal. "34-yard field goal attempt here for the Browns. Trailing 14-13. This will give them a 2-point lead. Snap is good. Hold is good. Kick is up. And the kick is good. From 34 yards, and so the Browns are now up 16-14 in this one. So they got a field goal off of that drive. And man, the third quarter, I mean, both of these teams have been taking off a lot of time possession this quarter. Let's see. Okay, so we got someone that said yes, LeBron will win another championship. And so, okay, so we have 1-1 right now. But Again, here in the third quarter with 2 minutes and 31 seconds remaining here, Cleveland has reclaimed the lead 16 to 14 in this one. Let's see what the Steelers can do here when they get the football back. So far, Mitch Trubisky 14 to 20, 143 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Najee Harris 13 carries for 55 yards and a touchdown. Jalen Warren, he's got four carries for 30 yards so far for the Steelers here. Claypool's got a carry for 11 yards, and Mitch, he's got one carry for a touchdown. 1 yard touchdown. All right. All right, so here we go. Getting back to the action here. Again, third quarter, 2 minutes and 31 seconds left to go. Cleveland just converted on a field goal prior to the commercial, and so they're up 16 to 14. But the Pittsburgh Steelers will be getting the football, and so let's see what they can do here at the tail end of the third quarter. All right, so here we go, guys, for the Steelers here from their own 25-yard line here, first and 10. And let's see what Mitch Trubisky and the offense can do. All right, this time you've got three tight ends, one running back, and one receiver. Trubisky up under center from their own 25-yard line. Takes the snap, gives it to the back up the middle, and he's going to pick up a yard on the play. Second and 9 coming up here from the Pittsburgh 26-yard line. All right, so we got second and 9 coming up here. Again, big time division game for both of these teams right here. Somebody's going to win and somebody's going to lose. But here we go, second and 9. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. From their own 26, takes the snap. Trubisky's going to keep it. And he gets tripped up, but picks up about 8 yards on about 7 yards on the play. So now we got third and 2 coming up here for the Steelers. And so far one vote for LeBron James. Shotgun formation here for the Steelers. They're on 31-yard line. Takes the snap. Feels the pressure. Trubisky throws it up there. Oh, it's incomplete. Incomplete. And so Johnson unable to make that reception there. Incomplete. So that's going to bring up fourth down. Yeah, that time Myles Garrett was coming that time. All right, Steelers punt team out there. Punt's on the way. And the ball's going to bounce. And it's going to go all the way to the 20-yard line. That is where the Cleveland Browns will take over first and 10 from their own 20-yard line. So JB needs a lot to happen right now for Kareem Hunt. I need Kareem Hunt to go out there and have a spectacular ending to this game. All right, but here we go, guys. First and 10. Multiple tight ends here. One receiver, one back in the backfield. The back is Nick Chubb from their own 20. Takes a snap. Going to give it to Chubb. And Chubb off the left guard. And he's going to pick up 5 yards on the play. Now we got 2nd and 5 coming up. All right, here we go. This time Brissett up under center here. Donovan Peoples goes in motion. One back in the backfield. Multiple tight ends. Takes a snap. Going to give it to Hunt again. Up the middle. And he's going to pick up about 4 yards on the play. And so we're looking at 3rd and 1 here from the Cleveland 29-yard line. That play should take us to the end of the third quarter. And so at the end of the third quarter, the score is right now Cleveland up 16-14. So just 3 points scored since halftime. But the Browns facing 3rd and 1. Lewis says, I'm back. My halftime was longer. Glad to have you back. But hey, I mean, I know you're happy about the third quarter. Just 3 points in the third quarter scored. So that's going to help. That's going to help. I know you're hoping for much more of the same. But again, right now, currently at the commercial. And so far in this one, Jacoby Brissett, he is 19 of 28 for 180 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, sacked once, carried the ball 2 times for 5 yards. Nick Chubb getting all the carries, just about 14 carries for 88 yards, no touchdowns. Kareem Hunt, 6 carries, 29 yards, no touchdown. Kareem Hunt also has 3 catches for 14 yards so far in this one. David Njoku, 8 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Amari Cooper, 6 receptions, 69 yards, and a touchdown. And so 80 says Kobe all the way. Okay, Lewis says Kobe. 80 says JB, my internet is acting stupid, so the game for me is all on you. And so gotcha. We'll lead you the rest of the way. Right now it's into the third quarter, but we got 1 quarter left. 1 quarter left. Gonna make it count. Let's see. Lewis says Eli messing with the Wi-Fi. That sounds like it. That sounds like it. I'll call the poll there. All right, let's see. All right, currently right now at the commercial, so we're not missing anything. Let's see. 80 says, yes, Lewis JB sent his Manning brothers to mess with me. If only that was the case, right? All right, but here's a question. Who was better in their prime, Tracy McGrady or Dwayne Wade? Meanwhile, we get ready to start the fourth quarter here. And so from their own 29-yard line, Brissett up under center. We've got 2 tight ends. We got a receiver. We got one back in the backfield. Bryant goes in motion, snaps the ball, fakes to the back. Brissett looking, gonna take a deep shot and has a man wide open. And who else other than Amari Cooper? Wow, Amari Cooper. I like the way that Cleveland is calling this game right here. They're not being conservative. That has been a big issue for them over the last couple of years, is that they've had to play conservative because of the quarterback play. But right now they're showing you that they do have some confidence in Jacoby Brissett. Maybe Indianapolis should have held on to him. Lewis says, oh, tough one. And so he says, tough one. But right now, one vote for T Mac, Tracy McGrady, again, in their prime, at their peak. Meanwhile, Brissett gives the ball to Nick Chubb. And Nick Chubb bouncing off of guys, still on his feet, taking it all the way to the 23-yard line of the Steelers. Wow. Nick Chubb, he's got to be exhausted, guys. He's carried this team on his back today. 15 carries, 104 yards on the ground. Put in Kareem Hunt. I'll do it myself if I got to. But yeah, I know it's a great question right there, Lewis. I mean, hey, Dwayne Wade used to call him the Flash back then when he was actually before the injuries. All right, here we go. Brissett up under center, went back in the backfield. Kareem Hunt takes the snap, going to give it to Hunt off the right side, and so Hunt lowers his shoulder, and he picks up 8 yards on the play. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Fourth quarter, 13 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in the fourth. Browns up 16-14. And so, we just had a massive switch there. So Dwayne Wade now leading the poll. Let's see, 80 says, have to go with D Wade. And so, okay. Meanwhile, Brissett up under center here. Receiver goes in motion. Takes a snap here. Going to give it to Hunt again. And so Hunt falls forward. Let's see if they give him the first. Let's see what they mark him at. And so he got 2. Okay. Let's see. Jay, what's good with you, Jay? You said, come on, Browns, give it to Hunt. Jay's with me. We both got Kareem Hunt right now. Maybe the two of us together, we can get them to give it to Hunt. Meanwhile, Jacoby Brissett out here running it. He's got the first down. I mean, Brissett said, don't count him out. He said, don't count him out. But, I mean, this ain't personal, Brissett, but if you don't give the ball to Kareem Hunt, we're going to have a problem. That's a first down there for the Cleveland Browns. And so you can tell Jacoby Brissett spent some time in New England because, hey, he's doing that a lot better than Brady does because he's got mobility. But he's following the holes just like Brady does, one of those quarterback keepers. But we got first and goal. Again, fourth quarter, 11 minutes, 35 seconds to go. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes the snap. Gives it to Hunt. Hunt. Run it. Still moving to Powell. Picks up about a good 5 yards on the carry. Now we got second and goal from the 3-yard line. Keep him in the game. Give the ball to him again. Give the ball to Kareem Hunt again. Feed Kareem Hunt. He deserves to eat. Let's see. Lewis says Hunt will fumble. Lewis, don't you start it. Don't start that, Lewis. Don't do it. Don't do it. I need this badly. I need Kareem Hunt to get in the end zone. Here we go. Second and goal. Shotgun formation here. They're going to give it to Hunt again. Hunt trying to go off the left side. Cuts up. Hunt, come on. You got to get in there. Oh, he fell short. He picked up a yard there. He gave it his best. Now we got third and goal coming up. Starting to get a little nervous here. Third and goal. Come on. Do it for the fantasy football team. You're right there. Literally right there. And so, but that time there, I mean, he got it close. It wasn't his fault there. Here we go. Receiver goes in motion. Shotgun formation again. Gonna give it again to Hunt. And so this time, Hunt. Did he get it? Come on, give it to him. They say he's short. Come on, check the replay. Come on, don't do this to me. 80 says fumble. Jay says he's gonna break something. Fourth and goal. Where's a Microsoft tablet when you need one? No, they put in Nick Chubb in the backfield. No. and they give it to Nick Chubb, and he gets the touchdown easily. This doesn't help me at all. Of course, they would give it to Nick Chubb. Of course. And so, 80s wanted a fumble. Jay says, "Come on, Cleveland, I need this." And so, yeah, but the touchdown there with Nick Chubb, and so therefore the score right now, Cleveland up 23-14. Extra point attempt is up, and it's good. Okay, so 23-14 is the score right now, and so it was Nick Chubb with the 1 yard touchdown rush. Jay says, "Dang, still time." They playing with us. They playing with us. They know we needed that. They know we needed that. But currently, right now, at the commercial. And again, right now, the Browns up by 9 points right now. Meanwhile, the poll right now is favoring Dwayne Wade. Again, who was better in their prime, T Mac or Dwayne Wade? Jay says his other running back is Fournette. Hopefully, he does well this week. And so he's going to have to. He's going to have to because Tampa's going to have to rely on him for a lot. The receivers are injured. Brady's playing with an injured thumb. They're going to have to. Let's see. Eddie says, only undisciplined Bill Belichick and Tom Brady Pats breaks tablets. And so, that is funny. That is funny. I'm sorry, Tampa Bay Pats break tablets. And so, well, Tampa Bay's doing it. Let's see. Okay, so another vote here for Dwayne Wade. So Dwayne Wade, okay, up 3 votes to 1. But that was funny, 80s. That was funny. That was funny. Let's see. Eddie says, I guess Tom Brady and Bill Belichick think they're above the law. When I think undisciplined, I think of the starting quarterback refusing to talk to the coach for the rest of the season until they fire both the coach and move on from the quarterback. So that's what I think of undisciplined. I think of when a team allows their starting quarterback to not communicate with the head coach, his own head coach. So that's what I think of. You want to talk about above the law? Let's see. Jay says, here's a poll question. Rather have Jamal Charles or Priest Holmes? And so good old Priest Holmes. I know what I would vote for that one. But let me go ahead and put that up there. All right, 1 second. Just for you. Meanwhile, kickoff on the way and no return there, so the Steelers will take over from their own 25-yard line. I went ahead and added a third option as well. All right, so here we go, guys, for the Steelers here from their own 25-yard line. Went back in the backfield here, two receivers, two tight ends. Take the snap. Gonna give it to Najee Harris, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage there. Second down coming up, 2nd and 10. Let's see. Jay says Priest was a touchdown machine, but Charles is very versatile. Meanwhile, second and 10. Again, 9 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Browns are up 23 to 14, but it's the Steelers right now with the football. They find themselves down 2 scores. They got to make something happen. Right now, they're looking to Mitchell Trubisky. Shotgun formation, takes the snap. Trubisky looking in the pocket, throws it over the middle, deep, and that's incomplete. Incomplete. Intended for Claypool on that one. Third down coming up, third and 10. And so 80 says he'll take Priest in that debate. Okay, okay. Hey, I like Priest, but I also like Larry Johnson as well. That's why I added him up there. All right, so here we go, guys. Third and 10 now for the Steelers from their own 25-yard line, shotgun formation. They need to convert this. Up, we got movement on the line. That's going to back Pittsburgh up 5 more yards. Things are not looking so good right now for the Steel Curtains. And so Dotson very frustrated with that penalty. Let's see. Jay says this game has been really good, actually. And so, yeah, I agree. It can be better, though, if Kareem Hunt can get into the end zone. But third and 15 here for the Steelers. Out of the shotgun. Takes a snap. Mitchell throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. This is exactly why I'm saying got to have Kenny Pickett in, because at some point you're going to be trailing. And when you're trailing, I don't know if you want Mitch to be that quarterback for you. I just need Kareem Hunt to get into the end zone. That's all I need. Just one time, get into the end zone. Meanwhile, punts on the way. All right, he gets it. And tackled at about the 39-yard line, and that's where the Cleveland Browns will take over. They're up 23 to 14. So I expect to see a heavy dose of the ground game. Hopefully that means Kareem Hunt for my sake. But right now I see that 4 votes in. We're all tied up between Jamal Charles and Priest Holmes. Currently right now at the commercial. And Jacoby Brissett in the offense has looked fantastic this week. 20 of 29 for 212 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Let's see. Jay says Mitch can maybe manage a game if his team has a good defense, but if needing to come back, he's not the guy. I agree with you. But again, right now, currently at the commercial right now, so not missing anything right now. But when we come back, it is the Browns who are up 23 to 14, who will get the football here in the fourth quarter with 8 minutes 32 seconds left to go in this one. Let's see, but yes, I mean, the way that Nick Chubb has been running so far in this one, 16 carries, 105 yards, and a touchdown so far on the ground. Kareem Hunt has 11 carries for 45 yards so far in this one. So as a team, 161 yards on the ground. So it's going to be important for the Browns here to keep picking up first down. But Amari Cooper, 7 catches, 101 yards, and a touchdown. If you got Amari Cooper in fantasy football, I hope that you started him this week. But David Njoku also 8 catches, 81 yards, and a touchdown. Between those two guys passing the ball, that is where Jacoby Brissett is finding his success offensively. Let's see. Jay says, I've always liked Brissett. He might not let Watson get a chance when he comes back. And so the only thing about that, Jay, is just all that guaranteed money, all that guaranteed money and stuff like that. But if not for that, I mean, the man's playing good. He's out there, playing good for him, and that's what you want, especially if he's going to look like this the rest of the way. But can he be consistent? 80 says he's got a chick coming over after the game, and you hope that you're able to get a Nick Chubb. You know what? The way you've been treating my team lately, 80s, you deserve to get a Kareem Hunt right now. But we won't do that to you. All right, but here we go right now. So first and 10 here for the Browns. They got the football here from their own 39-yard line. Tight end goes in motion. Two tight ends, two receivers, one back in the backfield. Take the snap. Gives the ball to Nick Chubbs off the right side. Nick Chubbs picks up about 2 yards on the play. Now we got second and 8 coming up. So second and 8 coming up again. 8 minutes and 18 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Jay says LOL 80s. Second and 8 coming up. 80 says what quarter? Yeah, we're right now in the fourth quarter. So fourth quarter, 7 minutes and 55 seconds left to go. Shotgun formation here for Jacoby Brissett and the Browns offense. Takes a snap. Brissett looking, throws it over the middle to Njoku. And he's going to take it all the way to about the 49-yard line, which will be a first down for the Cleveland Browns. And so one thing I've noticed, Jacoby Brissett, when he stays in the pocket, he loves hitting the middle of the field. Whether we're talking Njoku, whether we're talking Amari Cooper, he loves those matches. When he's on the move, he'll hit those sideline ones to Amari Cooper. But he is finding his zone here today. And if this is a sign for things to come, look out. Here we go. Again, Nick Chubb in the game. Brissett up under center from midfield. Takes a snap. Going to give it to Nick Chubb off the right guard. And Nick Chubb falls forward for about a good 3 yards on the play. Got second down coming up. 7 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. Again, the score right now is Browns up 23-14. Jay says, what if she's a Dallas Cowboy fan 80s? And so, that is a good question. 6 minutes and 44 seconds left to go. The more the time goes on, the more pressure the Steelers are feeling right now. All right, so here we go. Multiple tight ends, one receiver, one back in the backfield. Brissett up under center, takes a snap. Going to give it to Nick Chubb, and he's brought down in the backfield. That will be a loss of about 5 yards on the play. Jay says, bench Chubb and let Hunt carry it out from here. I'm wondering why they're not doing that. Braden says, are we going to see another choke by the Browns? No idea, Braden. No idea. But you bring up an interesting point from last week. But here we go, guys. 3rd and 12 right now. Can the Steelers defense get a stop, or will the Browns continue this drive? Snap the ball out of the shotgun. Brissett throws it, and it doinks off of Amari Cooper. I mean, the ball was there. The ball was there. I mean, I get it. He brought the juice on that throw, but the man's in the zone. But man, Amari Cooper, you're going to want that one back. It hit you. It hit you. Let's see. 80 says, I recall Bill Belichick's son to take her home, LOL. Sure you're not going to take the Celtics, coach? Meanwhile, punt's on the way. It's going to take a bounce here. Will it roll? And it's taking a Cleveland bounce. And so Pittsburgh will take over from about their own 5-yard line with 5 minutes and 29 seconds left to go. It's either now or never. Mitchell Trubisky, we're looking at you right now. He is 14 of 23 for 143 yards right now. So he's averaging less than 7 yards of completion. Has not been sacked today. 2 carries for 7 yards and a rushing touchdown. But can he lead them back? Jay says, okay, Mitch, let's see what you can do. Absolutely. I mean, hey, we saw Joe Flacco do it last week. And so can Mitchell Trubisky do it? We're going to find out. It can be done. Let's see, 80 says, what was the guy thinking? Are you married to Nia Long? And so that was insane, man. That was insane. That was insane. Insane. I mean, you really think a guy of that position would know better, but can't say too much on that one. Can't say too much on that one. But my thoughts exactly, 80s. My thoughts exactly. Let's see. Meanwhile, the poll's 6 votes. So we got two for everybody right now. Jamal Charles, Priest Holmes, Larry Johnson. We've got two for everybody right now. But I'll ask you this, 80s. Do you feel like it was worthy of an entire season potentially for him to be out? The entire season. I'll ask Jay that as well. Jay says poll is all tied up. That's right, a three-way tie. It's not often we come up with a three-way tie. Normally it's between two. But again, right now, currently at the commercial, and the score is Browns up 23-14. But the Steelers, they'll have the football from their own 6-yard line, so they'll have to drive it 94 yards if they want a touchdown. Can Mitchell do it for the Steelers? Lewis says no more points. He says no more points. All right, we're about to find out a lot about Mitchell Trubisky. Can he be clutch? 80 says no, not the entire season. What would you recommend, 80s? What would you recommend? If you were over the team organization, what would you recommend? Meanwhile, for the Steelers, shotgun, takes a snap. Mitchell on the move, throws it. And it's caught by Claypool. He's going to pick up about a good 7-8 yards on that play. We got 2nd and 3 coming up right now. 2nd and 3 from Pittsburgh's 13-yard line. 5 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Clock still moving now. Clock is a major factor. You're down 2 scores. Need to see a sense of urgency right now from Mitch. 5 minutes and 12 seconds to go. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Brown sending 4. He throws it, and it's going to be, looks like a completion. What they say is incomplete. They're saying that Dante Johnson did not make the catch there, so incomplete. Incomplete. Now we got 3rd and 3 coming up. So big 3rd down right now because you're obviously so close to your own end zone right now, so you got to pick up this 3rd down. Jay says, dang, I didn't know he was suspended the whole year. Wow. And so I was flabbergasted. That's right. I said flabbergasted. I was flabbergasted when I saw that. I mean, I'm like, the entire year. I get the organ. I thought he was just going to be suspended for maybe like 10 games or something like that. 10 games is what I was thinking. At most, on the excessive side, 25. But a whole season, bro? Whole season? But here we go. Trubisky on the move. Brought down at about the 10-yard line for a sack. So he lost 3 yards there on the play. So now they're facing 4th and 6 from their own 10-yard line. They're down 9 points, 23-14. And you got Trubisky coming to the sideline. They're going to have to punt the ball, which is very, very tough. Let's see. Jay says, man, I don't know. Cheating is terrible to do, but still not the whole year. And so, yeah, I mean, like, I feel like it's not the Celtics' job to punish him for cheating. That's between, him and his wife and stuff like that, how they go about that. But I get it, organizational policies and stuff like that. I mean, it could have been worse, though. Could have been worse. Meanwhile, the Browns will take over from almost midfield there, so they'll take over from their own 49-yard line. Let's see. 80 says, greatly surprised or astonished. This news left me totally flabbergasted. Lewis says, no clutch. And so, I guess he is who we thought he was. But yeah, I'm curious, though, when they do find out the other party involved, will they be equally as harsh with the other party? Since it was consensual and stuff like that. Which is very important. All right, but here we go. Browns from their own 49-yard line. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield. Takes a snap. Gives it to Kareem Hunt. And he takes it into Steeler territory. Picked up 2 yards on the play. So now to be Pittsburgh 49-yard line. 4 minutes and 12 seconds left to go. Braden says, no clutch Trubisky. All right, meanwhile, the poll, let's see. So, Priest Holmes and Larry Johnson's tied at 38%. Jamal Charles, we got at 25%. Interesting poll. All right, but Pittsburgh did call a timeout here. They are thinking about conserving the clock here. Of course, that should be front and center here. Conserve as much time as you can. Oh, wow, look at that. Since 2017, without TJ Watt, 0-5. Jay said Trubisky will need a Trubisky after the game. 2nd and 8 coming up. 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Donovan People-Jones goes in motion. Nick Chubb is the back in the backfield. They give it to him. Off the right guard, tries to bounce it outside, but Haywood meets him and brings him down. So 3rd down coming up. Actually lost a yard on the play. Timeout. Steelers call a second timeout. You see 80 says LOL. They just will not give the ball to Kareem Hunt. Here we go, guys. 3rd and 10. Again, 4th quarter with 4 minutes and 5 seconds left to go in this one. Steelers being forced right now to call their timeouts to preserve as much time as possible. Braden says, I wish I knew the Steelers don't win any games without TJ Watt. Then I wouldn't have picked them. And so, I mean, that's important information to know. All right, so shotgun formation here. Trips towards the bottom of the screen. From their own 49-yard line, 3rd and 10. Takes a snap. Steelers sending pressure. And they get Brissett. They get him for the sack. And that's Mr. Highsmith with the sack. 3 minutes and 52 seconds remaining here in the game. Again, the Browns are up 23-14. Let's see. Jay says he likes the brown logos on the field. Actually, every time I look at it, I think that this guy is related to Notre Dame's mascot. So I'm really thinking that he's related to Notre Dame's mascot, just a cartoon version of it. 80 says JB and MT Manning Trubisky. We are doing the most with this JB&M. I guess the M stands for mystery. Punts on the way. Goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and that's where the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to take over with 3 minutes and 13 seconds left to go in this one. Down by 9 points here, 23-14. Does Mitchell Trubisky have any magic in him? Can he be clutch? Let's see. Jay says, Browns looking pretty dang good. Good running game and a solid quarterback recipe for success. I feel like last year, because Baker was injured, it hurt them so badly that they went out there and probably overreached with Deshaun Watson. That's why they overpaid, because they did not want to be in the situation. This is what they really wanted from their quarterback. But here we go. Mitchell takes it, throws it to the sideline. Donovan, and that's Dante Johnson with the reception. And so that's going to be a first down. He picked up about 12, 13 yards on the catch near the sideline. Now we got 3 minutes and 8 seconds left to go here in the 4th quarter. Again, trailing 23-14 right now. That time, Dante Johnson, great footwork near the sideline and great job making the catch. Now they are at their own 33-yard line. Shotgun formation, take the snap. Browns 10-4. Trubisky throws it over the middle. And, good catch by the tight end. Good catch by the tight end. I thought that was a risky pass there, but great catch there by the tight end. He picked up about 20 yards on the play. Now you're in Browns territory. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left to go. Right now at Cleveland's 41-yard line. Still shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Take the snap. Trubisky in the pocket. Looking. Throws it over the middle again. And caught again by the tight end. This time he picked up about 14 yards with the catch. 2 minutes and 35 seconds here. Again, the sense of urgency has to be at an all-time high right now. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Shotgun formation again. From their own 27-yard line. I'm sorry, for the Browns' 27-yard line. He's going to take a deep shot there towards the end zone. It's picked off. They say incomplete. I thought that was a pick there, but they say incomplete. But, man, that would have been a big-time play. Whew, that was close. Incomplete. Wow. Let's see. Wow. 80 says, Jay, that thing is creepy, LOL. Braden says, JB and Mayfield, sports fanatic. 80 says, Braden, perfect. Jay says, if I'm a Steelers, I kick the field goal if they're in range. And so, okay, so on that interception, or what would have been an interception. His right foot came down on the line in the end zone, which just spared Mitchell Trubisky from a turnover there. But that time, Pickens got a hand on it. Couldn't make the crazy catch that time, but it was almost picked off, if not for the sideline. Him just touching his foot out of bounds. But here we go. Mitchell Trubisky throws it. It's caught by Pickens, and it's going to be brought down at about the 21-yard line. So he's going to pick up 5 yards on the play. Third down coming up. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. So you got 3rd and 6 coming up here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, trailing right now 23-14. About to hit the 2-minute warning. They do get the playoff in time. Last play before the 2-minute warning. They throw the ball up there for Johnson. It's incomplete. But there's a penalty. There's a penalty. It looks like they're going to call it against Denzel Ward for pass interference. So there is a penalty. So that right there would be massive. Let's see. Braden says, what a pick. Braden says, yes, 80s. He says, oh, it's incomplete. Jay says, kick a field goal, Steelers, save time. You need another possession. Is anybody else Amazon Prime acting up right now? All right, and again, the 2-minute warning, right now. So we're at the 2-minute warning there with about 1 minute and 57 seconds left to go here in the fourth. And so the Sports Splits has come through. What's good with you? What's good with you? How are you doing? How are you doing, and who are you rooting for in this one? Braden says no. Braden says, I'm sorry, Lewis says fumble. So he's hoping for a fumble. All right, so give JB a minute because JB's Amazon Prime is currently right now messing up. So that's not good. But again, it's at the 2-minute warning. All right, so JB's back in business. That's good. 80 says his Amazon Prime was sucky. And so, yeah, my Amazon Prime was going crazy for a second, but we're all good now. We're all good now. And again, when they come back from the 2-minute warning, 3rd and 5 here from the Cleveland's 21-yard line. All right, let's see. The Sports List says he's rooting for the Browns on this one, but you kind of wish both teams could lose. Huh? I got you. How do you feel about Baker Mayfield's performance so far this season? But again, 3rd and 5 coming up here. Again, the Browns are up 23-14. 1 minute 57 seconds left to go, coming fresh off the 2-minute warning here. And so if you're Pittsburgh right now, as close as you are, you want to get a touchdown here. But obviously, if you don't get it here, then you bring out the field goal kicker. Let's see if the Browns dial up pressure here. But 3rd and 5 coming up. All right, so here we go. Shotgun from the Browns 21-yard line. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. And so, hey, I appreciate the super chat. I appreciate it. Meanwhile, Trubisky throws it incomplete. Incomplete. He was aiming for the tight end that time. Felt the rush. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. 4th and 5 here in the 4th quarter with 1 minute and 51 seconds left to go. And again, the Browns up 23-14. But yeah, appreciate that. The Sports Splits, the real MVP. And he says, look like you're projected to have a close match in fantasy this week. And so, yes, a lot closer than I wanted it to be. But absolutely. But hey, as long as we come out victorious, that's what matters. But hey, you're projected. You're right now 2nd in the league, correct? Meanwhile, Boswell kicks it, but there's a penalty right now. There is a penalty. This might be against the Browns, maybe for too many men on the field. Yeah, the Browns had 12 guys on the field there, so there is a penalty here. Referees right now discussing. All right, so still 4th down here, but 5 men on the field. There was the penalty. Let's see, the sportsman says, yep, I'm 2-0 right now. And so, I mean, you got to be feeling really good about your team. And you say, honestly, Baker needs to step up and Rule needs to be fired. Oh, it's going to happen. It is going to happen with Matt Rule being fired at some point. That is going to happen. All right, but after the penalty there is 4th and 1 Again, the Browns are up 23-14 right now. Referees are discussing right now because I would think that if they're going, I would think that if I'm the Steelers here, I want to keep that field goal if possible. If I'm just going to kick the field goal, I want to keep the 3 points. Mike Tomlin discussing with the referees right now. Let's see. Jay says there is 0 chance Pittsburgh sticks with Trubisky the rest of the year. Lewis says Baker better than Eli. Jay says, yeah, right, Lewis, LOL. Here we go, guys. 4th and 1, so looks like they're going to have to re-kick it. But this time 5 yards closer, so this will be a 34-yard field goal attempt here for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Trying to make it a 1-possession game. With 1:51 left to go. Snap is good, hold is good, the kick is up, and the kick is good for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So now it's 23-17 right now is the score here in the 4th quarter with 1:48 left to go. Pittsburgh, 1 timeout remaining. The Browns have all 3. 6-point game right now, and so you know what that means. Onside kick attempt's going to have to come out. Onside kick, let's see. The Sports Split says make sure everyone smashes the like button if you haven't already. Appreciate that, the Sports Split. So absolutely make sure you press the like button if you haven't already. Also subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And make sure you check out the Sports Split's channel as well. He does a lot of the rankings and stuff like that and projections. And so definitely does a great job with that. So definitely check out his channel if you have not already. And subscribe to my man, the Sports Splits already. But yeah, appreciate you for coming through. And so Jay says this has been a great poll. And so yes, it has been. I mean, it's been going back and forth. Now Priest Holmes with the lead here. But let's see. Right now, referees are talking with Mike Tomlin right now. Again, 4th quarter, 1:48 left to go. You can see the wind right now, like really picking up. I wonder how the wind's going to play a factor with this onside kick as they get ready to tee things off here. So for the Steelers, you need to recover this onside kick. Let's see. Sportsman says, yeah, man, we need to do a live together. It's been a minute. It has been a minute. It has been a minute. All right, let's see. Getting ready for the onside kick attempt here. So this is going to be very critical. We know the wind has been a big factor in the kicking game so far. And so how does that impact the onside kick? We are going to find out. But they need to get a good bounce here. Give themselves an opportunity. And they have an opportunity, but they let it slip. They let it slip. It went out of bounds. And so, but Pittsburgh had an opportunity to get that onside kick. It was super close. You're not going to get a better onside kick than what Chris Boswell did for the Steelers there. I mean, you got to go all out after that ball there. I mean, you can't, they had a chance. That ball was there. But neither team really wanted it. That's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Right now the officials are discussing some things, but that's going to hurt. And let's see, was that Pickens on the end of the kickoff there? Was that him responsible for that? Oh, he did move early. He did move early. He moved early and still didn't get the ball. So that might be the penalty. Yep, the penalty was on George Pickens for being offside. So not only did he go offside, but he still didn't get the ball. This was going to be tough right now for Steeler fans. And all I can say is that if you're the coach right now, you got to really strongly consider starting Kenny Pickett the next game. Not that I'm saying that this is on Mitch, this loss right here, if it turns out to be that way. Not that I'm saying that this is on Mitch. But he's not winning these games. Let's see. Lewis says winner 10-7 under 45. Again, there's still 1:46 left to go. They got Nick Chubb in the backfield still. They're on Pittsburgh's 46-yard line. Brissett up under center, multiple tight ends, one receiver, one back in the backfield, takes a snap, gives it to Nick Chubb off the left guard. still fighting forward, gets down, picks up 6 yards on the play. A minute 40 left to go here in the fourth quarter. The clock has stopped, so I'm assuming Pittsburgh has called a timeout. Let's see. The sportsman says your brother's a Steelers fan and he's having a meltdown. Oh, I can imagine. I can imagine. Because you're looking at, if you're a Steeler fan right now, you're thinking against the Patriots, against the Browns, two teams that you feel like honestly you should have won. And if you had just a little bit more from the quarterback position, you probably would have. But again, this game's still going. A minute 40 seconds left to go. But man, I feel right now for the Steeler fans. They take the snap, give it to Chubb, and Chubb off the left side, going to pick up about 6 yards on the carry. So now we got 3rd and 1 coming up. So no more timeouts here for the Steelers. So if the Cleveland Browns get this first down, it's a wrap. Let's see. Jay says Browns about to be 2-1, looking good, Cleveland. I mean, Nick Chubb out there looking good. Doesn't help me having Kareem Hunt, though. Did not help me tonight. But 3rd and 1. Braden says Browns should be 3-0. We're set up under center here. Trying to draw him off sides here. All right, so timeout called here by the Browns. That time they tried to draw Pittsburgh off sides there. Called a timeout. 54 seconds remaining here in the fourth. Again, up 23-17. If you're the Steelers, you absolutely have to get the stop here. Otherwise, that is game. The sportsman says Browns should honestly be 2-1 though. They got a lucky call from for the Panthers against the Panthers, and so you're right, and that's why in the NFL sometimes you win and lose a game by the officials making a mistake. You think about the Saints and Rams game and all like that, or sometimes that's the case. So that's why when you have the record what it is, the record is what it is for a reason. There's a lot of things that go into each game. One play could make the difference, but we have to go off the records that what they are. Meanwhile, Chubbs gets the carry. Did he get enough for the first? I think that due to the help with the lineman, he might have got there, but this can be very close. Depends on where they spot the ball at. If they spot this one in favor of Cleveland, that'll be game. But the officials first got to separate all the bodies here. Let's see where they spot the ball at. Based upon where they spot it, I think is just going to be just enough. But they may have to bring out the measuring chains for this one. Just to be sure. But it looks like a first down to me from where they marked it. Let's see. Jay says, could Cleveland beat Baltimore? And so, could they beat Baltimore? 80 says, no way, Jay. I personally, unless they can make it a defensive game and stuff like that, I still wouldn't say so. I still would like Baltimore in that matchup. But that's going to be a first down. That's going to be a first down. So that's going to be it. And so that means the Cleveland Browns will go out there and be able to be in victory formation. Now, I wonder, will they review the replay? They still can't review the replay just to make sure that everything is accurate in terms of where he was spotted at. And I wonder if they'll do that. But at the moment, this is a first down. And what do you say? Just like I said, official review. So they will review it. So there's still a little bit of hope right now if you're the Steelers. Hopefully that they find something. But will they find enough to be able to overturn it? That's the question. Meanwhile, our poll through 11 votes here. We've got Jamal Charles at 36%, tied with Priest Holmes, and Larry Johnson at 27%. But you're looking at that replay there. Does anybody see anything that they feel is conclusive to overturn things? There's a lot of bodies around Nick Chubb, a lot of bodies around him. But if you look at where the knee was at on that replay from that first angle, I don't know. 80 says hometown refs home cooking. But yeah, right now this play is under review. So right now they're currently showing replays and stuff, but we won't know until the officials let us know what they think. The sportsman says, good stream, man. I've got to head to bed, but always fun hanging out with you. We definitely need to do a live again soon. And so, yeah, man. And hey, I appreciate you for coming through, man. Always glad to have you here and always checking out your videos and stuff like that. So, appreciate you for spending time to come through on the channel. And good luck to your Panthers the rest of the way. All right, but still up under official review. Again, it's just a 6-point lead right now for the Browns, 23-17. Seems like a difference of about a good 7 seconds between the play clock and the game clock as it stands right now. Lewis says, thank you, JB. Another good stream. Good night, everyone. And so, yeah, appreciate you, Lewis, for coming through. And thanks again for always coming through. And, hey, I mean, you did good in this one. You did good in this one. You took the under. It worked out for you. And so 80 says, good night, Lewis. And right now, still waiting official ruling here. But there's a chance that this could be reversed. This could be reversed now. We've seen crazier endings to games so far, so this could be reversed. I think it will be reversed, honestly. I think it will be reversed. Based upon that one angle that they show from the right side, I think it will be reversed. And so Eddie says, thumbs up, everyone. And so appreciate that. Yes, appreciate that. The fact that they're taking this long to review it, that tells me that they're thinking about respotting this ball. Braden says, good night, Lewis. And again, the next stream that I will be doing will be early Saturday between Wake Forest and Clemson. All right, so the officials look like they're done checking the replay. They're discussing with each other. Ooh, they're saying that the runner was short of the line, and so this will be reversed. This is going to be reversed. They're going to put 50 seconds back on the clock here. I'm sorry, 40 seconds now. So, all right, so that is big. So they overturned the call, which had awarded Cleveland with a first down. They would have been able to run out the clock. However, now we're looking at 4th and inches right now. 40 seconds remaining in this one. If you're Cleveland, do you just go for it here? Maybe quarterback sneak it? All right, so they got the offense out there. Let's see if they'll actually go for it, or will they just try to draw Pittsburgh off sides? Let's see. Tight end goes in motion. Brissett up under center from Pittsburgh 36-yard line. Now Bryant goes in motion. Still Milton time. 22 seconds. About 5 seconds right now on the play clock. 18 seconds in the game left. 1 second, and they let it go all the way down, and they call a timeout. So now there's just 14 seconds remaining here in the 4th quarter. So Cleveland melt that clock all the way down to the very last second before calling a timeout. Faced with 4th and inches right now. So 23-17. You see the offense coming off the field right now. So the offense for Cleveland coming off the field, and they're going to go ahead and bring out the punter. 80 says it's never over, JB. And so with 15 seconds left to work with here in the 4th quarter. After the punt, we'll see how much time is left. But Pittsburgh should at least get one shot at it. All right, so they're lining up now for the punt. Let's see. Snap is good. Punt's on the way. It's a high one and goes out of bounds. Let's see where they mark it at the, looks like the 4-yard line. So excellent punt there for the Browns to pin them from within their 4-yard line. So the Steelers, if they want a miracle, They are going to have to go 96 yards in just 9 seconds to score a touchdown to tie it in the extra point to try to win it. So 9 seconds is all you got to try to pull off something crazy. Can they do it? Will they do it? You guys let me know. We've seen some crazy endings before. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation here for the Steelers from their own 4-yard line. Takes the snap out of the shotgun. 8 seconds, 6 seconds, throws it. It's caught there by Johnson. They're going to start swinging it around here to each other. Right now, it's just backyard football here. Throwing the ball around. Cleveland's going to get it into the end zone. That's going to be a touchdown for the Cleveland Browns. And so, Pittsburgh, a disaster of a play on that one there. They tried to make something happen. Honestly, they didn't have a choice, but sloppy movement with it. And so, therefore, the Browns are going to win this one 29-17. That's the final score. Again, 29-17. They were trying to pitch it to each other to try to make something happen last play of the game, and they ended up muffing the ball, and the Browns picked it up in the end zone for the score. How about that? Jay says, add some to the board, Cleveland. 80 says, they will do it. Bring out the band. That will do it. Bring out the band indeed. So the Cleveland Browns, Jacoby Brissett, they get the victory over Mitch Trubisky and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And I'm pretty sure Mitch is going to be feeling the heat after this one. 80 says, dang, JB's Browns. But that is going to be it. Meanwhile, I'm going ahead and end the poll right now. And so we just have a tie at the top between Jamal Charles and also with Priest Holmes as well. But yes, appreciate you guys for coming out. And as always, good to have you guys come out there. It was a great game from start to finish there. But Cleveland ended up being victorious, and they move on to 2-1. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh Steelers, back-to-back losses here, and now they're 1-2. And so the war for Kenny Pickett's going to get only louder and louder and louder moving forward. But there you guys have it. Thank you guys so much for coming through here on the stream. I appreciate you guys. Do got work in the morning, so I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. But thanks again for coming out. The next stream will be on Saturday. So I will be back on Saturday. Again, Clemson versus Wake Forest. I've already got that one set up. And let's see. 80 says, good night, everyone. Thanks for doing the stream, JB. Yeah, appreciate you for coming through once again, 80s. And yeah, you have a good night as well. Jay says, great stream, JB. See y'all for Sunday Night Football. That's right, Sunday Night Football will be the Broncos and the 49ers. Certainly looking forward to that one. But yeah, appreciate you for coming through. And yeah, you guys take care and see you guys next time.